Chapter 3451 Divine Moon Palace Clan Leader Bloodmartin Tell me. Jian Wushuang knocked on the armchair casually. Celestial Marquis, to tell you the truth, the Bloodmartin clan arranged the marriage between my daughter and Qi Hu so that the Bloodmartin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan could get closer through marriage. This way, we can have more confidence when we face the Blood clan, Ershio said. Blood clan? Jian Wushuang's expression changed. What does the marriage between you and the Scarlet Gold clan have to do with the Blood clan? Mr. Heavenly Marquis, you may not know this, but although the Bloodmartin clan has always been a top clan in the Demon region, in fact, our clan only had a period of glory when the ancestor was still alive. After the ancestor went to the universe battlefield, our clan gradually declined. Although we are still a top clan now, we are already at the bottom of the top clans. Many other races also secretly said that the Bloodmartin clan was not worthy of its name, and no longer had the strength of a top race. In addition, the Heavenly Sword Marquis may also know that the competition between many races in the Demon region has always been very cruel, and our Bloodmartin clan has been fighting with many races all year round. Now that our Bloodmartin clan is underestimated, our overall strength has already pulled away from many other top races. Naturally, many races want to replace our Bloodmartin clan, and there are even races that want to directly annex our Bloodmartin clan. Are you saying that the clans that want to annex your Bloodmartin clan are the Blood clan? Jian Wushuang asked. Yes. Ershio nodded heavily. Among the many top clans in the Demon region, even if some of them have designs on the Bloodmartin clan, they would at most occupy the territory resources of the Bloodmartin clan. However, they would never want to annex or exterminate the Bloodmartin clan. After all, the Bloodmartin clan has had its glory. A camel that is about to die is bigger than a horse. In addition, there is the sect-protecting formation set up by the ancestor. The top clans in the Demon region would not dare to truly fight with the Bloodmartin clan. However, the Blood clan is different. Blood clan, you are one of the 4 great divine clans. Your foundation and strength are far beyond that of the Bloodmartin clan. Even when the Bloodmartin clan was at its peak, we were still inferior to the Blood clan when the ancestor was around, let alone now. There is no doubt that the Blood clan has the ability to directly devour and annihilate the Bloodmartin clan. From the actions of the Blood clan over the years, it seems that the Blood clan does have such a thought. It's just that they are worried about the other divine clan, the Nine-Tailed clan, in the nearby territory. That's why they haven't made a move yet. Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes slightly. The most powerful clans around the Piahuo city were not only the Scarlet Gold clan and the Bloodmartin clan, but also the even more terrifying Nine-Tailed clan. As for the Blood clan, they were still some distance away from this territory. If the Blood clan took action against the Bloodmartin clan, it would be equivalent to encroaching on the territory near the Nine-Tailed clan. Of course, the Nine-Tailed clan would not sit idly by. Since the Nine-Tailed clan is keeping the balance, what do you need to worry about? Jian Wushuang asked. I didn't worry about it before, but over the years, the Nine-Tailed clan has also encountered some troubles, Ershio said. Oh, what troubles? Jian Wushuang asked. It's a newly risen clan. To be exact, it's a newly risen force, Ershio said. Power. Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Yes, it's called Divine Moon Palace. It was founded hundreds of years ago. At first, it was very low-key and didn't attract much attention. But in just a few hundred years, it has developed into a map that even the Nine-Tailed clan wouldn't dare to underestimate. Especially 30 years ago, Divine Moon Palace even annexed the Howling Demon clan and made the entire clan submit to it, Ershio said. The Roaring Demon clan? Jian Wushuang's pupils constricted. Among the many clans in the Demon region, he knew not only the 4 great divine clans, but also a few powerful top clans. The Roaring Demon clan was undoubtedly an extremely powerful top clan. Although there were no experts of the 6th Void Realm in the clan, it was said that there were 2 experts at the peak of the 5th Void Realm, and many powerful Principles Masters. In terms of overall strength, the Roaring Demon clan was much stronger than the Bloodmartin clan, even stronger than the Scarlet Gold clan. If you have problems with this website, Please continue reading your novel on our new website myboxnovel.com. Thanks. How could such a top clan be annexed by the Divine Moon Palace, which had been established for only a few hundred years? The Divine Moon Palace had amazing methods. What's next? Jian Wushuang asked. After the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Roaring Demon Clan, its overall strength skyrocketed. It has become a force above all the top clans, and it is qualified to threaten the status of the 4 great divine clans. As the only divine clan in this territory, the Nine-Tailed clan also sensed the threat, so they wanted to suppress the Divine Moon Palace. Unexpectedly, the Divine Moon Palace directly fought with the Nine-Tailed clan. Ershio exclaimed, "The Divine Moon Palace is not fighting indirectly but directly. It can even be said to be a direct declaration of war. The Nine-Tailed race will naturally not be outdone. Therefore, the Nine-Tailed race and the Divine Moon Palace have been fighting fiercely all these years. Although the Nine-Tailed race has the upper hand, they do not have an absolute advantage. Instead, the Divine Moon Palace has been recruiting experts everywhere all these years. As their strength grows, the threat they pose to the Nine-Tailed race also grows. At this time, the Nine-Tailed clan has put all their attention on Divine Moon Palace, so they have no time to care about the fights between the other clans. Therefore, they have given the Blood Clan an opportunity. Not long ago, experts from the Blood Clan came here one after another, and even fought with the Blood Marten clan. Is that why you want to recruit the Scarlet Gold clan to fight against the Blood Clan through marriage?" Jian Wushuang looked at Ershio. Yes. The Blood Marten clan is not the only one who has noticed the Blood Clan's intention. The Scarlet Gold clan has also noticed it. We have a tacit understanding with each other in this marriage alliance. Now that the marriage alliance has been formed, it's suitable for the 2 top clans to fight against the Blood Clan together. With the combined strength of the Blood Marten clan and the Scarlet Gold clan, as long as the Blood Clan doesn't come out in full force, we'll be able to protect ourselves, Ershio said. After you proposed the marriage, I also thought about giving up the marriage with the Scarlet Gold clan and choosing you. But you are a human cultivator and don't stay in the demon region all year round. If something happens to the Blood Marten clan, you won't be able to come in time. Secondly, although you are very talented and have great potential, your current strength. Before Ershio finished his words, Jian Wushuang had completely understood. Chapter 3452 Alliance? Although I'm talented, I'm afraid that the Blood Clan won't respect me, let alone respect me. Clan leader Blood Marten, is that what you mean? Jian Wushuang said. Ershio smiled awkwardly. From his laughter, it was clear that he had tacitly agreed. Jian Wushuang was helpless about this. Of course, that's because our Blood Marten clan didn't know that you had an expert who had reached the peak of the 6th realm of the void. Otherwise, our Blood Marten clan would have decisively given up on the Scarlet Gold clan and chosen to form an alliance with you, Ershio said. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang understood. If he alone was not enough to make the Blood Clan fear him or her, then the addition of Demon Master Chenhua would definitely be enough. If the Blood Clan knew that the Blood Marten clan had an expert at the peak of the 6th void realm as a helper, they would definitely not dare to have any thoughts about the Blood Marten clan. Clan leader Blood Marten, since we've already said this, I'll speak frankly. My second brother is definitely going to marry Princess Ying of your Blood Marten clan, and our Zhua clan and your Blood Marten clan will naturally become in-laws. If your Blood Marten clan is in trouble at this time, our Zhua clan will naturally not sit idly by. As a member of the Zhua clan, of course, I will also take action, Jian Wushuang said. I'm relieved to hear your words, Mr. Heavenly Marquis. I'll send my daughter here immediately. Ershio hurriedly called out to the Blood Marten clan. Hurry, go and bring Inger here. Yes. Someone from the Blood Marten clan immediately went over. Not long after, Zhuopeng's beloved Princess Ying appeared in front of everyone. This is my second sister-in-law. Looking at the delicate and beautiful girl in front of him, Jian Wushuang's expression could not help but change. He could not help admiring his second brother's good taste. Inger, seeing the girl, Zhuopeng was pleasantly surprised. Zhuopeng, why are you here? Princess Ying was a little surprised. She had thought that she would never see Zhuopeng again. She did not expect that Zhuopeng would come to the land of the Blood Marten clan. Ing'er, your father has promised to marry you to me. From now on, we will never be separated. Zhuopeng walked to Princess Ing and said excitedly. What? Princess Ing was stunned at first, but then she looked at Heir Xiao in disbelief. Father. Haha, daughter, Zhuopeng is a good boy. I can see that he really likes you. Father will naturally fulfill your wish, Heir Xiao said with a smile. Great, great. Princess Ing also shouted happily. A moment later, Zhuopeng pulled Princess Ing to Jian Wushuang. Ing'er, it's all thanks to third brother's help that we can be together this time. Let's thank him together, Zhuopeng said. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website MyBox Novel. Thanks. Third brother. Princess Ing looked at Jian Wushuang in confusion. Heir Xiao, who was beside her, hurriedly said, Ing'er, Mr. Heavenly Marquis is the #1 genius in the divine beginning realm. The reason why you and Zhuopeng can be together this time is largely because of Mr. Heavenly Marquis. Thank you, Mr. Heavenly Marquis. Princess Ing bowed and said gratefully, Second brother, second sister-in-law, we are family. There's no need to be so polite. Jian Wushuang smiled. Princess Ing stood up, but she still looked at Jian Wushuang with some doubt. This person is Zhuopeng's third brother? That means he is younger than Zhuopeng. But why is father so humble when facing him? Princess Ing muttered in her heart. Second brother, you and second sister-in-law haven't seen each other for a while. Go and have a good chat. You can meet father and mother in an instant, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Zhuopeng immediately led Princess Ing to Zhu Yinfeng and Luo Xinqin. Jian Wushuang, who was still sitting side by side with Heir Xiao, said in a soft voice, Clan leader Blood Marten, the marriage between our two families has been decided. Now let's talk about another matter. May I know what you are talking about? Heir Xiao asked. I have just agreed that if the Blood Clan threatens your Blood Marten clan, I will do my best to help. But at the same time, if I encounter some trouble in the demon region, I'm afraid I will also need your Blood Marten clan's help. So, why don't we form an alliance? Jian Wushuang said. An alliance? Heir Xiao was stunned, but then he laughed. Of course it's the best. Heir Xiao could not wait to form an alliance with Jian Wushuang, so that he could completely tie Jian Wushuang to his side. Don't be in such a hurry to agree. This matter is not as simple as you think, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Oh. Heir Xiao was surprised. To tell you the truth, I will be in the demon region for a long time. Of course I have a lot of things to do. I'm afraid that you, clan leader of the Blood Marten clan, and your entire clan won't be able to accept some of these things, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Oh. What is it that our entire clan won't be able to accept? Heir Xiao asked. For example, fighting a celestial race or even destroying one. Can your Blood Marten clan accept that? Jian Wushuang laughed. What? Heir Xiao was completely stunned. Fighting a celestial race or even destroying one. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, are you kidding? I'm not kidding. It's really possible. That's why I want you to think carefully. Jian Wushuang smiled. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, do you really want to attack a celestial race? Heir Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang in surprise. It's not that I want to attack, but I'm afraid that my other ally will do so. Jian Wushuang smiled. Who's my other ally? Heir Xiao asked. My other ally, if I'm not mistaken, is the Divine Moon Palace you mentioned earlier. Jian Wushuang said. What? Heir Xiao was shocked. The Divine Moon Palace. The mysterious force that had only risen for a few hundred years, but was already able to challenge the Nine-Tailed clan? Mr. Heavenly Marquis, are you the helper that the Divine Moon Palace hired to deal with the Nine-Tailed clan? Heir Xiao asked in shock. I can't be sure for now, but I think it's most likely, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. According to Heir Xiao, the Divine Moon Palace had only risen for a few hundred years, but it had developed at a terrifying speed. Moreover, the Divine Moon Palace was obviously aimed at the Nine-Tailed clan. Therefore, Jian Wushuang immediately thought of Miss Shower. According to his guess, Miss Shower should be the one who created the Divine Moon Palace. Only Miss Shower had the strength and motive to do so. Chapter 3453 Goodbye, Xiao. It's actually very easy to determine whether Divine Moon Palace is my ally or not. Jian Wushuang smiled. Clan leader, if you want the Blood Clan to be afraid of your Blood Martin clan, and not dare to attack it, then naturally, you must let the Blood Clan know about my relationship with your Blood Martin clan. If that's the case, then you can take the initiative to spread the news. Moreover, when I killed Scarlet Tiger in Piahuo City previously, I caused quite a commotion. I also let the City Protection Army in Piahuo City know that I have an expert at the peak of the 6th level of the Void. This news will also be spread out. When that time comes, the Blood Clan will not dare to act rashly. And if that ally of mine is really the Divine Moon Palace, then they will naturally come looking for me. We only need to wait here. When that time comes, you can decide whether you want to form an alliance with me or not. I understand. I'll send someone to spread the news now. Besides, Chi Hu is dead, so the engagement between the Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan doesn't count. I have to make it clear to the Scarlet Gold clan. Ershio immediately went to make arrangements. Jian Wushuang stayed in the Blood Martin clan and waited quietly. As time passed, the news that Heavenly Sword Marquis had arrived in the demon region, and that an expert had reached the 6th realm of the Void, had spread throughout the entire demon region. The entire demon area was in an uproar, especially when the Heavenly Sword Marquis had killed the young patriarch of the Scarlet Gold clan in Piahuo City, and married the Blood Martin tribe. This meant that the Heavenly Sword Marquis had arrived in the demon area. He did not just pass by. The various tribes in the demon area naturally began to pay attention. In the grand meeting hall of the Scarlet Gold clan, many high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan gathered together. He's going too far. This Heavenly Sword Marquis is really going too far. Roars sounded continuously in the hall. It was the current chief of the Scarlet Gold clan. Son, Heavenly Sword Marquis, you killed my son. If I don't take revenge, it'll be a father in vain. The chief of the Scarlet Gold clan clenched his fists, his nails dug into his flesh. After a while he said, Didn't Heavenly Sword Marquis kill someone in Piahuo City? This is against the rules set by the races of the demon area. What did the other races say? Clan leader, you know how capable Heavenly Sword Marquis is. Even the 3 Saint Realms can't do anything to him. Who else can kill him? Moreover, the news from the Piahuo City said that Heavenly Sword Marquis had a super expert at the 6th realm of the Void with him. He had extraordinary potential, and with such an expert by his side, who would dare to provoke the races of the demon region? Naturally, they would turn a blind eye and pretend not to know, said an elder of the Scarlet Gold clan. Pretend not to know? We made the rules together. How can we pretend not to know now? The Scarlet Gold clan leader was furious. There's nothing we can do about it. The Heavenly Sword Marquis is not easy to provoke. Even the 4 great celestial races are not willing to provoke him, let alone the top races. Moreover, the Heavenly Sword Marquis seems to be in a marriage alliance with the Blood Martin clan. The Blood Martin clan is also on his side. No one else dares to talk about gods, continued the elder. By the way, it's not as if all the races in the demon region don't know about it. One of the 4 great celestial races, the 9-tailed race, has condemned him. However, the 9-tailed race is mainly because the Heavenly Sword Marquis killed the 9 Palace Saintess. Furthermore, the 9-tailed race has to deal with the Divine Moon Palace, so they have no time to worry about the Heavenly Sword Marquis. Therefore, they can only say it verbally. Humph, a bunch of trash. The Scarlet Gold clan leader snorted coldly. Tribe leader, that Heavenly Sword Marquis is indeed not to be trifled with. Why don't we just forget about this matter? The elder said softly. However, the moment he finished speaking, he was immediately met with the piercing cold gaze of the Scarlet Gold clan leader. He was so frightened that he did not dare to say anything more. Humph, forget about it? What kind of joke is this? How can I not take revenge for killing my son? The Scarlet Gold clan leader's voice was icy cold. Heavenly Sword Marquis, just you wait. Maybe I can't do anything to you now, but no matter what I do, I will make you pay for it. And the Blood Martin clan. Do you think you can kick the Scarlet Gold clan away with the ship of Heavenly Marquis Sword? In your dreams. The cold voice echoed in the hall, causing the air in the hall to freeze. Jian Wushuang was waiting quietly in the Blood Martin clan. Meanwhile, the Blood Martin clan had already lit lanterns and prepared for the wedding of Zhuopeng and Princess Ying. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website myboxnovel.com. Thanks. The two parties had already set a date and were waiting to get married. The location of the wedding was in the Blood Martin clan. However, on this day, someone came looking for him. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, Mr. Heavenly Marquis. Ershio rushed to Jian Wushuang, clan leader of the Blood Martin clan. Why are you in such a hurry? Is someone really here? Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Yes, someone is here, and he specifically asked for you. In addition, the clansmen of the Blood Martin clan, who are guarding outside, have sent a message to someone. The person is very mysterious, so we can't see his face clearly. It's even difficult to capture his aura. However, we can tell that he is definitely a real expert, Ershio said. That's most likely true. Let's go and welcome him. Jian Wushuang smiled and immediately rushed toward the entrance of the Blood Martin clan with Ershio, along with Demon Master Chenhua. As soon as they reached the entrance, Jian Wushuang immediately saw two gray-robed figures in the void in front of him. The two gray-robed figures were completely out of the gray robe's coverage. The surrounding void was quite hazy, so he could not see their appearance. However, Jian Wushuang did not need to see their appearances. He only needed to sense their unique aura to recognize them. It really is her, Jian Wushuang said with a faint smile. The two gray-robed figures had also stepped down. Miss Shower, it's been many years. How have you been? Jian Wushuang looked at the clearly delicate figure in front of him. The gray robe retreated, and the surrounding haze disappeared. The delicate figure raised her head, revealing a peerless beauty with a deep charm. It was so charming that people could not help but bow their heads. The moment they saw the woman's face, the clansmen of the Blood Martin clan were stunned. They stood there like stones, not moving at all. Miss Shower's charm is really getting better and better. She doesn't even need to speak. Her every move is probably enough to make some weaker cultivators lose their minds completely, Jian Wushuang thought to himself. He had personally experienced Miss Shower's charm. At the same time, the 9 Palace Saintess in the Blood Wave realm had also used the same trick on him. However, the 9 Palace Saintess' seductive methods were far inferior to Miss Shower's. Chapter 3454 Shower's Origin, Jian Wushuang. The last time we met, you didn't even step into the Divine Master realm. But in the blink of an eye, so many years have passed, and you're already recognized as the #1 genius in the Divine Beginning realm. Even the 3 Saint realms can't do anything to you. You're really extraordinary, Shower said. Her voice was sweet and intoxicating. Miss Shower, aren't you different now? If I'm not wrong, the Divine Moon Palace, which has just risen in the Demon region, was created by Miss Shower, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. It's just a small trick. Shower smiled, tacitly acknowledging the relationship between the Divine Moon Palace and her. A small trick. It's not a small trick to be able to create a major force in a short period of time that can challenge the 9-tailed clan and have an expert of the 6th realm of the void with you. Demon Master Chenhua suddenly spoke. His eyes were intentionally or unintentionally looking at the gray-robed figure behind Shower. The gray-robed figure was still shrouded in the gray robe and did not reveal his appearance. His aura was also very hazy. However, with the strength of Demon Master Chenhua, he could naturally sense the hidden aura of the other party. The 6th realm of the void? Jian Wushuang also revealed a surprised look. I spent a lot of effort to subdue this servant beside me. Unlike you, a super expert at the peak of the 6th realm of the void would willingly follow him as a guard. This is really surprising, Shower said. A servant, Jian Wushuang, and the experts from the Blood Martin clan around him were secretly shocked. They had thought that the expert behind Shower was just an expert under her command. They did not expect that he was just a servant. To make a super expert of the 6 realms of the void a servant. Although Chenhua is working with me as a guard, we are working together as equals. Unlike you, Miss Shower, who directly makes an expert of the 6 realms of the void a servant, Jian Wushuang said with a faint smile. Well, let's not talk about these unnecessary things. Let's go to the Blood Martin clan and talk about it slowly. Okay. Shower nodded. Yunler, Mr. Heavenly Sword Marquis, and Miss Shower, please come in, Ershio said respectfully. He knew very well that although he was the Grand Master of the Blood Martin clan, he was nothing in front of Jian Wushuang or Miss Shower. Jian Wushuang had amazing potential. He was even a threat to the three Saint Realms. And he was accompanied by the guards of experts at the peak of the six Void Realms. As for Miss Shower, he had just heard that she was the mysterious expert who founded the Divine Moon Palace. The Blood Martin clan could not afford to offend either of them. The group returned to the Blood Martin clan, and then came to the meeting hall of the Blood Martin clan. Because the people who came to discuss the matter were too special, the entire hall had been covered by a magic array. There were only 5 people sitting in the hall. They were Jian Wushuang, Shower, Ershio, Demon Master Chenhua, and the servant who followed Shower. Except for the 5 people, no one else was qualified to enter the hall. Jian Wushuang, do you still remember what we talked about? Shower looked at Jian Wushuang. Of course I do. We formed an alliance and helped each other, Jian Wushuang said. That's right. As my ally, you now know that I created the Divine Moon Palace, so you naturally know what I need your help with, Shower said. I know. I'm just going to help you deal with the Nine-Tailed Clan. But before that, there's something I have to figure out, Jian Wushuang said after a moment of silence. Then he said, that's where you come from. And what kind of grudges do you have with the Nine-Tailed Clan? Well, Shower's expression changed slightly. Why? Can't you tell me about it now? Jian Wushuang shrugged. You are my ally and have enough strength. Of course you are qualified to know about this, but Grandmaster Ershio. Shower looked at Ershio with interest. Ershio and the Blood Martin clan were not allies of Divine Moon Palace. Grandmaster Blood Martin has also intended to form an alliance with us. The main purpose of this visit is to form a true alliance between the 3 of us, Jian Wushuang said. Oh, is that so? Shower raised her eyebrows. At least the Blood Martin clan knows what's good for them. It saves the Divine Moon Palace from having to take action personally. What? Ershio was surprised, but then he said in a low voice, Miss Shower, do you mean that you had planned to take action against the Blood Martin clan? What do you think? Shower looked at Ershio with a sneer. In this territory, other than the Nine-Tailed Clan, there are only 2 top tribes, your Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan. Now my Divine Moon Palace has been developing very fast, but it has basically reached its limit. If you want to increase your strength again, you can only think of ways to annex or control other tribes. Your Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan are naturally the best targets for my Divine Moon Palace. I'm not afraid to tell you now that I've secretly controlled some members of the Blood Martin clan, including a few core figures. If you don't plan to form an alliance with Jian Wushuang, my Divine Moon Palace will make a move within 3 years at most. At that time, your Blood Martin clan will definitely take the initiative to provoke my Divine Moon Palace. Then, my Divine Moon Palace will use this as an excuse to swallow your Blood Martin clan with lightning speed. Believe me, if my Divine Moon Palace really wants to devour your Blood Martin clan, then even the Nine-Tailed Clan won't have the time to react. Upon hearing Shower's words, Ershio's face turned pale. At the same time, he felt a lingering fear in his heart. He knew very well that Shower's words were not the slightest bit exaggerated. With the Divine Moon Palace's current strength and means, it would be too easy for them to devour his Blood Martin clan. If it were not for the fact that the Nine-Tailed Clan would stop them, they would not have to prepare anything. Now that Divine Moon Palace had made careful preparations, they would not give the Blood Martin clan any chance to react. Just like when Divine Moon Palace swallowed the Roaring Demon clan. The Roaring Demon clan was much stronger than the Blood Martin clan, but they were suddenly swallowed by Divine Moon Palace. At the thought of this, Ershio was even more shocked. Clan leader Ershio, Jian Wushuang just said that your Blood Martin clan only intends to form an alliance with the Divine Moon Palace? Shower looked at Ershio again. No, Miss Shower. I've already decided that my Blood Martin clan will form an alliance with the Divine Moon Palace and Mr. Heavenly Marquis now. No matter what your orders are, My Blood Marten clan will not refuse. Even if you want my Blood Marten clan to help the Divine Moon Palace fight against the Nine-Tailed clan, we can do it, Ershio said solemnly. Chapter 3455 9 Life Charming Heaven Skill. Jian Wushuang and Shower laughed at his words. Clan leader, from now on, your Blood Marten clan is our ally, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Although the Blood Marten clan is at the bottom of the top clans, it is still a top clan and has a good foundation. It would be great if we can get the Blood Marten clan to help us without fighting, Shower added. Miss Shower, since the Blood Marten clan is now our ally, clan leader Wuxia is also qualified to know everything. Now you can tell us about the grudge between you and the Nine-Tailed clan, Jian Wushuang said. Sure. Shower nodded and was silent for a moment. Then she said, Jian Wushuang, when we first met, you already knew that I am a reincarnated cultivator. But what you don't know is that this is not my first reincarnation. Oh, Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Before this life, I had reincarnated 8 times. This time, it was the 9th time. It was the 9th time that the secret skill that I cultivated had truly reached perfection. From then on, I could do everything I wanted to do. The previous 8 lives were just the middle of the transition, Shower said. 9 reincarnations, just to cultivate a secret skill to the perfection level? What secret skill is that? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. However, Ershio's eyes suddenly widened. Could it be? Oh, clan leader Ershio, do you know the secret skill I cultivate? Shower looked at Ershio. I know a legendary secret skill that requires 9 reincarnations to reach the perfection level. This secret skill is said to come from the universe battlefield and is an extremely magical and incredible secret skill. It's called the 9 Lives Succubus skill. Ershio said, as expected of the leader of the Blood Marten clan. Your knowledge is indeed extraordinary. That's right. The secret technique I'm cultivating is precisely the 9 Lives Succubus technique. Shower said with a smile. How can it be? Ershio was extremely shocked. 9 Lives Succubus technique. Isn't that a secret technique that the Nine-Tailed clan doesn't impart? You have such a great enmity with the Nine-Tailed clan. It's obvious that you have the intention of completely exterminating the Nine-Tailed clan. How can you cultivate the Nine-Tailed clan's supreme secret technique? Moreover, it's said that since the Nine-Tailed clan obtained the 9 life charm, no one has been able to successfully cultivate it. They don't even have the qualifications to cultivate it. In all these years, no one has ever cultivated this secret skill. But you actually succeeded? Haha, no one can cultivate this secret skill? Yes, before me, no one could cultivate it, but now it's different. As for why I cultivate this secret skill, it's actually very simple. Because I'm originally a member of the Nine-Tailed clan, Shower said. As expected, Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes, but he was not surprised. Since Shower had been entangled with the Nine-Tailed clan, and possessed the unique enchantment skill of the Nine-Tailed clan, he had guessed that Miss Shower might be from the Nine-Tailed clan. However, Ershio found it difficult to understand. You're clearly a clansman of the Nine-Tailed clan, and since you can cultivate the 9 life enchantment skill, the Nine-Tailed clan must have attached great importance to you, and even treated you as a treasure. But how could you end up hating the Nine-Tailed clan so much? I'm not lying. My real name is Daji, and am originally a member of the Nine-Tailed clan. Furthermore, I have the purest Emperor Phoenix bloodline in the Nine-Tailed clan. The Emperor Phoenix bloodline is the bloodline of the Nine-Tailed clan's royal clan. In the Nine-Tailed clan, only the owner of the Emperor Phoenix bloodline can become the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan and lead the entire clan. Hence, after I was born, many members of the Nine-Tailed clan did treat me as a treasure, and everyone treated me with great respect. Everything was going well for me, but after that, because of one thing, it completely changed. My family and my clansmen abandoned me, completely ignoring my life and death. In the end, the Nine-Tailed clan even did not hesitate to kill me with their own hands. As Shower spoke up to this point, their body began to tremble slightly, and their eyes were filled with shocking hatred. However, Jian Wushuang was still puzzled. He could not help but ask, Miss Shower, what exactly is the matter you mentioned? It has something to do with the 7-star Xian sect. Shower glanced at Jian Wushuang lightly. She knew that Jian Wushuang had a deep relationship with the 7-star mysterious sect. When Jian Wushuang used the 7-star mysterious sect's secret skill in front of her in the Witch Desert realm, Shower recognized him at a glance. Jian Wushuang was shocked. It was related to the 7-star mysterious sect? Then, Jian Wushuang, do you know why I chose to ally with you instead of killing you when I first saw you, and saw you use the 7-star mysterious sect's secret skill? Shower stared at Jian Wushuang. To be honest, you were nothing but an ant in my eyes at that time. You were not qualified to ally with me at that time. However, I proposed the alliance because of the 7-star mysterious sect behind you. You may not know this, but I have always been on the side of the 7-star mysterious sect, because the person I love the most is from the 7-star mysterious sect. The person you love the most? Jian Wushuang was stunned, but then he looked at Shower in shock. Miss Shower, is your husband an expert from the 7-star mysterious sect? Husband? Humph, he is just a heartless man. Although I have a marriage contract with him, I didn't have the time to get married. But he was almost everything to me at that time, Shower said softly. Miss Shower, who is the person you're talking about? What's his name? Jian Wushuang asked. His name is Di Shursan. You have a close relationship with the 7-star mysterious sect. Have you heard of him? Shower asked. However, when Jian Wushuang heard Shower's entire name, he suddenly widened his eyes, and his heart instantly surged. Di Shursan? He had heard of this name more than once. In his previous life, among the experts left behind by the 7-star mysterious sect in the eternal chaotic world, he had first come into contact with Di Shursan. He was the first Sword Emperor, who had saved his life several times, and the eternal chaotic world at that time. Jian Wushuang had even come into contact with Sword Principle with his help, and had also cultivated it for a period of time in the trials he had arranged. It could be said that aside from his master, Di Shursan was the expert that the 7-star mysterious sect had left behind in the eternal chaotic world. This was an absolute swordsman that even Jian Wushuang could not help but admire and admire. And this person was actually the husband of Miss Shower. Chapter 3456 Shower's Hatred. Jian Wushuang. You seem to have heard of him? Shower asked. I do know him. Not only that, I have met him and had many dealings with him, Jian Wushuang said. You have met him? Shower's body suddenly trembled. How is that possible? He died in battle when the 7-star mysterious sect was destroyed. How many years has it been since that battle? How can you have met him? Is he still alive? Shower looked at Jian Wushuang with an unprecedented glint in her eyes. Jian Wushuang naturally noticed the look in Shower's eyes. At the same time, he could see the anxiety and anticipation in her eyes. It was obvious that Miss Shower had long determined that Di Shursan had died with the 7-star mysterious sect. After hesitating for a moment, Jian Wushuang raised his head again and said, Di Shursan is indeed alive. Upon hearing this, the light in Shower's eyes instantly soared to the maximum, and her face revealed a look of ecstasy. Really, Shower was still a little apprehensive. Of course it's true. To tell you the truth, he was the one who guided me to truly enter the Sword Principle. Moreover, he once saved my life and was a great benefactor to me, Jian Wushuang said. Where is he now? Why hasn't there been any news about him after so many years? Shower asked hurriedly. It's because his current location is very special and completely isolated from the divine beginning realm. Of course I know about the existence of that place, but am still too weak. It's still unknown whether I can enter it successfully. However, it won't be long before I go there. As long as I can reopen that space, not only Di Shursan, but also many experts left behind by the 7-star mysterious sect will have a chance to see the light of day again, Jian Wushuang said. That's great, that's great. Shower was so excited that she did not know what to do. Even after so many years, no one could replace Di Shursan in her heart. Miss Shower, if I really enter that space and see Di Shursan in the future, I will naturally tell them about you, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Shower was filled with anticipation. At this moment, Jian Wushuang asked, Miss Shower, Did you just say that the Nine-Tailed Clan abandoned you because of the seven-star mysterious sect in Di San? Yes. Shower nodded slightly. At that time, Di San and I were in love, and we matched each other in terms of status and background. Our marriage was decided. Everything was going well, but something unexpected happened. It happened during the world-ending war. In that war, the three Saint Realms led the attack. With the power of the will of the heavenly Tao, many top forces of the divine beginning realm attacked the seven-star mysterious sect at the same time. At that time, no one knew the exact reason. The four divine races and the eight directions divine sect didn't care if they had any grudges with the seven-star mysterious sect. They all obeyed the orders of the three Saint Realms and charged into the seven-star mysterious realm together. You have to know that at that time, Di San and I were already engaged. Everyone knew Di San's status in the seven-star mysterious sect. The nine-tailed race and the seven-star mysterious sect were already on good terms. Logically, the nine-tailed race should be on the side of the seven-star mysterious sect. However, in reality, the nine-tailed race also listened to the orders of the three great saint realms. They betrayed their trust and charged into the seven-star mysterious sect together. As the saintess of the nine-tailed clan, I naturally opposed it. However, not only did the clan leader of the nine-tailed clan not care about my position, she even ordered me to be secretly executed when she found out that I was going to the seven-star mysterious sect to fight together with Di San. How could that be? Jian Wuxia frowned. Even if the patriarch of the nine-tailed clan forbade you to have any relationship with Di San for some special reasons, he shouldn't have killed you directly. After all, you have the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. Emperor Phoenix bloodline? Humph. In that era, there were two people in the nine-tailed clan who had awakened the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. Besides me, the other one was Di Zai's daughter. She wanted his daughter to inherit her position and become the next patriarch of the nine-tailed clan. Therefore, he made things difficult for me in the nine-tailed clan. In that time, he found an opportunity to kill me. Shower sneered. Is that so? Jian Wuxia raised his eyebrows. He had said that things could not be so simple. It turned out that there was a struggle for the patriarch's throne. You were indeed looking for an opportunity to kill me, but unfortunately, my reputation in the nine-tailed clan was not low at that time. Many elders of the nine-tailed clan were on my side at the beginning. Although everyone objected because of the seven-star mysterious sect, many elders did not agree to my execution. In the end, one of the elders who was closest to me secretly let me go. However, She continued to pursue me and killed me. In the end, I died at her hands. Shower said. She killed you? Jian Wuxia was stunned. Yes, I did die once. But it was an opportunity for me to find the cultivation method of the nine-life succubus skill. I entered the reincarnation passage and began my nine-life cultivation journey. Shower stopped. After a while, she looked up again. Jian Wuxia, you should know why I hate the nine-tailed clan, right? Yes. Jian Wuxia nodded slightly. It was true that Miss Shower was a member of the nine-tailed clan and an extremely important possessor of the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. However, the entire nine-tailed clan had abandoned her, and she was even hunted down and killed once. Now that she had finally experienced the 9 reincarnations and cultivated the 9-life charm to perfection, she had the ability to fight against the nine-tailed clan. Naturally, she wanted revenge. Miss Shower, although the nine-tailed clan has treated you unfairly and indeed abandoned you, you still have the bloodline of the nine-tailed clan. Moreover, it's not as if no one in the nine-tailed clan was on your side back then. I can understand that you hate the nine-tailed clan, but if you want to destroy the nine-tailed clan just like that, it's too. Jian Wuxia had not finished his sentence. Shower waved her hand. I know. That's why my initial goal was not to destroy the nine-tailed race. All I wanted to do was to take back what originally belonged to me. Besides that, there's also Shi. Although she went to the universe battlefield, her descendants are still fine within the nine-tailed race and are still occupying the position of clan leader. Chapter 3457. The alliance was reached after listening to Shower's explanation. Jian Wuxia finally understood. Miss Shower had spent so much effort building the Divine Moon Palace to fight against the Nine-Tailed Clan. Her real goal was not to destroy the Nine-Tailed Clan, but to destroy Di Shi, who had once ruled the clan. What she really wanted, she should kill Di Zai's descendant, the current clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan, and replace him to take control of the Nine-Tailed Clan. It had to be said that with Miss Shower's experience, she was indeed qualified, and had a reason to murder Di Zai's descendant. Jian Wushuang and clan leader Heir Xiao. Now that you know the specific grudge between me and the Nine-Tailed Clan, as my allies, I need you to do your best to help me take back the position of clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan. Are you willing? Xiao looked over. Of course. Heir Xiao had long been frightened by Xiao's words, so he agreed without thinking. He had no choice but to agree. If he did not, the Divine Moon Palace would directly attack his Blood Marten clan. Moreover, judging from the current situation, it was not necessarily a bad thing for his Blood Marten clan to choose to stand on the side of the Divine Moon Palace. Jian Wushuang, what about you? Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang again. I can help you deal with the Nine-Tailed Clan with all my strength, but after I help you regain control of the Nine-Tailed Clan, I also need your help to deal with another clan, Jian Wushuang said directly. With your current ability and the presence of this top expert beside you, you shouldn't care about ordinary clans, even top clans. But now, you want the help of my Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten clan. Don't tell me you're going to deal with the Great Divine Clan as well? Xiao asked. Yes, I'm going to deal with the Blood Clan, one of the 4 Great Divine Clans. To be exact, I'm going to deal with someone in the Blood Clan, Jian Wushuang said. Who? Xiao asked. The clan leader of the Blood Clan. He must die, Jian Wushuang said in a deep voice. But upon hearing Jian Wushuang's words, both Xiao and Heir Xiao were shocked. Heir Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang in astonishment. As for Xiao, although she looked calmer, she was equally astonished. Jian Wushuang, you want to kill the Blood Clan's Grand Master? Yes, because of a special matter. I need the help of Spirit Ancestor from the Divine Ancestor Taoist sect. Spirit Ancestor's condition is to kill the Blood Clan's Grandmaster, Jian Wushuang said. Spirit Ancestor? Xiao narrowed her eyes. I've heard of her as well. The hatred between her and the clan leader of the Blood Clan is indeed great. However, Spirit Ancestor is most talented in her soul. You want to ask her for help because of her soul, right? Yes. I need her to perform a soul peeling for my most important person, and to ensure the integrity of that person's soul to the greatest extent, Jian Wushuang said. Soul extraction requires a lot of soul control ability. I can say that no one in the Divine Beginning realm can guarantee that a person's soul will not be damaged in the slightest when the soul is extracted. However, if the soul is extracted by Spirit Ancestor, even if there is no guarantee, there is still a 99% chance. Xiao nodded secretly. Miss Xiao, you are from the Nine-Tailed Clan, and have cultivated the 9-life heaven enchanting skill to the perfection. If you were to strip your soul, would you be comparable to the Spirit Ancestor? Jian Wushuang suddenly asked. He found that Miss Xiao had a great background, and must have high attainment in the soul. If she could reach the same level as the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan in the soul aspect, he could have asked Miss Xiao to help him without seeking the help of the Spirit Ancestor. However, upon hearing Jian Wushuang's words, Xiao shook her head. Jian Wushuang, you don't know that the members of the Nine-Tailed Clan have a lot of innate talent in the soul aspect. For example, the current clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan should be no weaker than the Spirit Ancestor in the soul aspect. However, this is also because the current clan leader specializes in cultivating. There is another cultivation system in the Nine-Tailed Clan, which specializes in enchantment. Although the enchantment is closely related to the soul, it is not a thorough study of the soul. Therefore, the attainments in the soul are not as good as those in the cultivation of the soul. As for me, including the 9-life enchantment, I belong to the enchantment school. Therefore, my attainments in the soul are not very high. If I were to strip someone's soul, it would not cause any harm to their soul. At most, I would only have an 80% chance. Jian Wushuang was stunned, but then he forced a smile. It seemed that it was impossible for Xiao to do the soul stripping for his wife. In that case, I can only ask the spirit ancestor to help. Then I must kill the Blood Clan leader, Jian Wushuang said in a deep voice. But the Blood Clan leader has a cultivation at the peak of the 6 void realms. Even if the top expert beside you personally helps him, I'm afraid he won't be able to win. Moreover, this is only a direct battle. It's too difficult to kill an expert at the peak of the 6 void realms, Shower said. I know. That's why I'm asking for your help. I'll also find more helpers to help me, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. I can promise you that after I regain control of the 9-tailed clan, I'll do my best to help you kill the Blood Clan leader. But if I can't kill him in the end, you can't blame me, Shower said. The Blood Martin clan will also do our best, Airshio quickly said. Of course, Airshio also knew that his help was just words. If he really wanted to kill the clan leader of the Blood Martin clan, he must rely on the top experts. And he, the strongest member of the Blood Martin clan, had just reached the 5th void realm, so he could not pose any threat to the clan leader. Then it's a deal. Jian Wushuang smiled. Although he knew it would be too difficult to kill the clan leader, it was still better to have 2 allies, the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Martin clan, than to be alone. Especially Miss Shower, who was already in control of the extremely powerful Divine Moon Palace. If she could help her control the 9-tailed clan, she would definitely be very powerful. She would definitely be able to help him a lot. Since it's already agreed, the most important thing now is to help me control the 9-tailed clan again. It won't be easy to complete this step, Shower said. Miss Shower, you've been preparing for so many years. Judging from the activity in your Divine Moon Palace, you should have a detailed plan, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Chapter 3458 The Plan. Shower smiled faintly. My original plan was to hide in the dark and find the right time to swallow the 2 top races, the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Martin clan, with lightning speed. In this territory, only the 9-tailed clan and my Divine Moon Palace will be left to contend for hegemony. Moreover, by swallowing these 2 top races, my Divine Moon Palace's overall strength will also be stronger. By then, we will definitely be able to suppress the 9-tailed clan. However, now that the Blood Martin clan is on our side, and with your help, Jian Wushuang, it will be easier to carry out this plan. Hearing this, Airshio's heart trembled. He had wondered if Shower was just trying to scare him by saying that he would attack the Blood Martin clan. But now, it seemed that the annexation of the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Martin clan was indeed part of the Divine Moon Palace's plan. The Blood Martin clan is already on our side. Does this mean that the Scarlet Gold clan is your first target? Jian Wushuang looked at Shower. Yes, the Scarlet Gold clan is extremely powerful. If we can annex them, our Divine Moon Palace's strength will definitely rise to another level, Shower said. If we attack the Scarlet Gold clan, the clan will fight to the death. It will be very difficult to swallow them without paying too much. Jian Wushuang asked. I understand. Of course I have a way. Shower smiled and glanced at the gray-robed figure next to her. The gray-robed human figure followed Shower to the Blood Martin clan. However, his face had always been hidden under the gray robe. Moreover, the aura on his body had always been concealed. However, under Shower's instructions, the gray-robed human figure had finally stood up, after which, he withdrew the gray robe on his body and revealed his own appearance. This was an old man with a thin face and a goatee. His eyes were like the stars and were exceptionally dazzling. When he saw the goatee, Airshio shouted, Lord Su, you are Lord Su! Lord Su! Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Over the years, he had obtained information about some top experts in the Divine Beginning realm from the Space-Time Temple, including many powerful universe masters who had gone into seclusion. Lord Su was one of them. Lord Su was an extremely powerful expert at the 6 levels of the void, and he was a lone wolf. One had to know that the 6 levels of the void were super experts who stood at the top in the Divine Beginning realm. Such a super expert was also a lone wolf. He did not have any restrictions, and could do whatever he wanted. In the Divine Beginning realm, he could also do whatever he wanted. Among the various factions in the Divine Beginning realm, no one was willing to provoke a lone expert of the 6 realms of the void, including the 3 great holy regions. Most likely, none of them were willing. But such an expert was actually following Bai Shao's side at this moment? How could it be? Lord Su was famous for being stubborn. He had lived for so many years, and had a very strange temper. During this period, many large factions had tried to make connections with him, but they were all rejected by him. It was basically impossible to want him to join a certain faction. But now, Ershio looked at Lord Su in astonishment. Lord Su has a strange temper and a proud personality. It's known to all that it's impossible for him to work for someone. But in front of Miss Shower, Lord Su is just a servant. It seems that Miss Shower has controlled Lord Su with a special method. If I'm not mistaken, it must be the enchantment, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Yes, Lord Su was indeed controlled by my enchantment. It's the 9 life heavenly charms technique that you all know of. Of course, I also spent a lot of money and experience, and there was also a lot of luck involved in it. That's why I was able to control him. Shower laughed. With my current strength, even if I used the 9 life heavenly charms technique, it would still be too difficult for me to control an expert at the 6th level of the void. However, as long as it's not the 6th realm of the void, or a small number of experts with strong mental states who are not affected by my charm, it's difficult for an ordinary expert of the 5th realm of the void to resist my charm. Miss Shower, do you mean that you can directly control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan with your charm? Jian Wushuang looked over. Yes. Shower nodded. My ultimate goal is the 9-tailed clan. Besides worrying that the Scarlet Gold clan will be in the way when dealing with the 9-tailed clan, the most important thing is that there are many high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. There are nearly 10 principals masters. And there is a patriarch of the 5th void realm, and 2 principals masters at the peak of the 4th void realm. This battle strength is not weak. If I can control this power, it will greatly improve the overall strength of the Divine Moon Palace. As for the ordinary clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan, who are below the Rule Master level, they are of no use to me. I don't even bother with them. The reason why the Divine Moon Palace was able to completely annex the Roaring Demon clan is because the principals masters of the Roaring Demon clan are all under my control. They obey me completely, no matter what orders I give them, even if I want them, including the entire Roaring Demon clan, to die. They will do it unconditionally. I see. Jian Wushuang nodded slightly. That is to say, if we want to deal with the Scarlet Gold clan, we only need to control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. Yes, my plan was to control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan one by one, and then disintegrate the clan from the inside. When the Scarlet Gold clan is almost disintegrated, the Divine Moon Palace will take action to control the entire Scarlet Gold clan. But now, with the help of the Blood Marten clan and you, Jian Wushuang, there is no need to go through so much trouble. We can attack the Scarlet Gold clan right now, and forcibly take control of the clan, Shower said. Jian Wushuang nodded secretly. If it was just the Divine Moon Palace, they would have to be more cautious when dealing with the Scarlet Gold clan alone. After all, the Divine Moon Palace had to guard against the 9-tailed clan. But now, with the addition of Jian Wushuang and the Blood Marten clan, the overall strength of the Divine Moon Palace had increased greatly, so there was no need to be so cautious. Miss Shower, when do you plan to make a move? Jian Wushuang asked. I'll go back and prepare my men. In 3 months we'll do it directly, Shower said. In 3 months? Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes and nodded. In 3 months we'll wait for your news, Miss Shower. Chapter 3459 Breaking the Formation Shower. And Lord Su soon returned to Divine Moon Palace. After all, they were going to deal with the Scarlet Gold clan, so Divine Moon Palace had to be prepared. Jian Wushuang stayed in the Blood Marten clan. 10 days later, Shuopeng and Princess Ying got married in the Blood Marten clan's territory. The wedding was quite grand. Experts from the surrounding clans and forces were sent to attend the wedding, and the gifts were also quite generous. After all, one of the 2 families that got married was the Blood Marten clan. The other one was the most famous Heavenly Sword Marquis in the Divine Beginning realm. The clans in the demon region naturally had to give him face. During the wedding, Jian Wushuang only showed up briefly and did not have much interaction with these clans. However, the wedding went smoothly, and Zhuopeng got married to Princess Ying as he wished. After the wedding, the Blood Marten clan began to secretly prepare. In the blink of an eye, 3 months had passed. In a secluded void not far away from the Blood Marten clan, several figures stood there waiting quietly. Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chunhua were among these people. In addition to the 6 principal masters of the Blood Marten clan, including Heir Xiao. Suddenly, everyone in the void raised their heads. They're here. Jian Wushuang also looked forward. Sure enough, in the void in front of them, there were more than a dozen figures, led by 2 gray-robed figures. Although the 2 gray-robed figures concealed their appearances and auras, Jian Wushuang and Heir Xiao both knew that they were Shower and Lord Su, who had become slaves. As for the experts behind them, they were naturally the experts of Divine Moon Palace. There were a total of 18 principal masters, and their auras were very strong. Almost all of them had reached the 3rd realm of the void, and there were many principal masters in the 4th realm of the void. Even there were 3 experts in the 5th void realm. As expected of Divine Moon Palace, which is able to fight the 9-tailed clan head-on. What a powerful lineup. Jian Wushuang secretly praised these experts. Clan leader Heir Xiao, you should have told the Blood Marten clan's principal masters the whole story, right? Shower first looked at Heir Xiao. Miss Shower, don't worry. I have already informed them. Furthermore, the entire Blood Marten clan has agreed to stand on the same side as the Divine Moon Palace and the Heavenly Sword Marquis. Heir Xiao laughed. The 5 experts from the Blood Marten clan behind him immediately nodded. These masters of the rules of the Blood Marten clan had also learned of the Blood Marten clan's alliance with the Divine Moon Palace from Heir Xiao. At the same time, they also learned of the purpose of this trip. In the beginning, their hearts were extremely shaken. However, after so many days, they had calmed down. At the same time, Heir Xiao had already told them about the relationship between the Blood Marten clan and the Divine Moon Palace. Therefore, no one in the Blood Marten clan objected to this matter. It's good that you all understand. Since we have chosen to attack the Scarlet Gold clan, the Divine Moon Palace will certainly use the people that we had painstakingly planted in the Scarlet Gold clan. Therefore, we must not make any unexpected changes in the middle of this attack. Otherwise, once all our efforts have been wasted, the Scarlet Gold clan and the 9-tailed clan will be on guard. It will be too difficult to control the Scarlet Gold clan with the same method in the future, Shower said. Miss Shower, your Divine Moon Palace and the 9-tailed clan have been fighting fiercely for years. You've mobilized so many experts at once. The 9-tailed clan should have noticed it, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Don't worry. I've made preparations this time. I've temporarily diverted the attention of the 9-tailed clan. Although I've mobilized these experts, they haven't noticed me. But just to be on the safe side, we must be as fast as possible. We must finish the battle quickly. We mustn't give the 9-tailed clan any time to react, Shower said. In that case, what are we waiting for? Let's go to the Scarlet Gold clan now, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Shower nodded. More than 20 principal masters immediately headed toward the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan, as fast as they could. With the speed of the principal masters, they arrived at the void outside the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan in less than half a day. The Scarlet Gold clan is right in front of us. Heir Xiao looked at the hazy void in the distance. After all, it's the nest of a top clan. If I'm not mistaken, the Scarlet Gold clan should also have a very powerful clan protecting formation, Jian Wushuang said. Of course. Heir Xiao nodded. Our Blood Marten clan and the Scarlet Gold clan are in the same territory. Over the years, we have fought with each other many times. Both sides know very well that the Scarlet Gold clan also has a very powerful clan protecting formation. Although the power of the clan protecting formation is not as powerful as ours, it would be quite difficult to break it by force. Of course, if a super expert at the peak of the 6th realm of the void attacks. When Heir Xiao said this, he could not help but glance at Demon Master Chenhuo beside him. This defensive array of the Scarlet Gold clan is indeed not weak. However, it is not too difficult to break it. Shower smiled. After which she glanced at Lord Su beside her. Go. Lord Su nodded. His body flashed, and he had already rushed toward the Scarlet Gold clan alone. The principals masters of the Blood Martin clan revealed a puzzled expression when they saw this scene. Could it be that Miss Shower wants Lord Su to break the formation alone? Ershio frowned. Although Lord Zu's strength is outstanding, he is not considered the top amongst the 6 Void Realms. It is unlikely for him to break the formation of the Scarlet Gold clan alone, right? Haha, just be prepared and watch. Shower smiled confidently. Seeing Shower's expression, Jian Wushuang's expression changed slightly, but he already understood. I'm afraid Miss Shower doesn't want Lord Su to break the formation alone, but someone in the Scarlet Gold clan should cooperate with him. Jian Wushuang remembered that Miss Shower had just said that if they wanted to attack the Scarlet Gold clan, they had to use the people who had been planted in the Scarlet Gold clan. If nothing unexpected happened, they would be able to break the clan-protecting formation. Sure enough, not long after Lord Su arrived outside the Scarlet Gold clan, the inside of the clan-protecting formation of the Scarlet Gold clan suddenly, boom. With a violent boom, the entire clan-protecting formation of the Scarlet Gold clan shook violently, and then began to shake crazily. And at this moment, Lord Su directly attacked. Chi, an incomparably sharp black spear, carrying with it a shocking might that only 6th-level Void Realm experts possessed, pierced through the space and ferociously stabbed toward the defensive formation of the Scarlet Gold clan. Chapter 3460 Defeat the Scarlet Gold clan. The power of the Scarlet Gold clan's clan protection formation was indeed extraordinary. If Lord Su alone were to attack it head-on, 1 or 2 attacks might not be enough to defeat the clan protection formation. However, if someone were to provide support from the inside, if they were to attack the clan protection formation from the inside, coupled with Lord Su, the clan protection formation would not be able to withstand it. As expected, when Lord Zu's black spear, which carried an earth-shaking power, struck the clan protection array, the entire array collapsed and a large amount of power began to dissipate. The Scarlet Gold clan, which was originally covered by the array, was completely exposed in this world. The clan protection array of the Scarlet Gold clan has been broken. Help me and attack the Scarlet Gold clan together with me. Remember to try not to kill the upper echelons of the Scarlet Gold clan. Use lightning-like methods to suppress them before leaving them to me to control. In addition, we have to be as fast as possible. As soon as Shower finished speaking, many principals masters of the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Martin clan immediately covered the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan like dark clouds. As for Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chenhua, they also followed the crowd as if they were strolling in a garden. When they arrived at the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan, the entire clan was already in chaos. Chili, what are you trying to do? Elder Chili, are you crazy? Chili, my Scarlet Gold clan has done nothing wrong to you. Why did you break the clan protection array of my Scarlet Gold clan today? Low cries resounded through the entire sky. The principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan had already risen up, and they were all extremely shocked and furious. The one who was surrounded by the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan was a golden-robed old man. That golden-robed old man had a smile on his face at this moment. This smile was extremely demonic. Elder Chili, the eyes of the Scarlet Gold clan leader were cold as he stared at the golden-robed old man. However, the gaze of this golden-robed old man suddenly turned toward the empty space in front of him. He is here. The many principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan also immediately sensed it. They all turned their heads over. When they saw this, their expressions changed greatly. They saw a large group of figures. None of them emitted an extremely majestic and powerful aura that had reached the level of principals masters. A total of over 20 people pressed down like dark clouds. A powerful pressure that could suffocate people was emitted from these figures. At the same time, hearty laughter reverberated within the entire Scarlet Gold clan. Haha, the Scarlet Gold clan is very lively. This is my first time coming to the Scarlet Gold clan, one of the top races in the demon region. Clan leader Scarlet Gold, how have you been? This unbridled laughter resounded throughout every corner of the Scarlet Gold clan. The ordinary clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan were all in a daze. They did not know what had happened. Only the principal's masters. All of their faces were extremely ugly. The principal's masters of the Blood Martin clan are inside. Other than that, there are even more principal's masters from the Divine Moon Palace. The eyes of the Scarlet Gold clan leader narrowed. It's the Divine Moon Palace. The Divine Moon Palace wants to attack our Scarlet Gold clan. The Scarlet Gold clan leader immediately understood and made a decision. Quickly send a message to the Nine-Tailed clan. All the elders, work together and block them, the Scarlet Gold clan leader shouted sternly. Instantly, the many principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan, who were originally surrounding the golden-robed old man, immediately rushed forward to meet those principals masters who were attacking them. Seeing this scene, the golden-robed old man laughed out loud. Ha ha ha! Just these principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan want to block my Divine Moon Palace? They are simply daydreaming. Indeed, although the Scarlet Gold clan was a top clan, they were also very strong among the top clans. They had a total of 10 principals masters, including the Scarlet Gold clan leader. He was an expert at the peak of the 5th Void Realm. However, his battle strength was nothing in front of the combined forces of the Divine Moon Palace, the Blood Martin clan, and Jian Wuxia. Boom! Ira V is O with a loud boom. Lord Su rushed to the front of the crowd. His aura was overwhelming, and the power of the experts of the 6 Void Realms was fully displayed in his hands. He was also extremely fast. He immediately rushed into the group of principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan. Chi! The 2 strange spear shadows pierced through the void, and the divine bodies of the 2 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan without any hindrance. The divine bodies of these 2 principals masters immediately collapsed, losing nearly 40% of their divine power on the spot. Following that, many experts from the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Martin clan came pressing over. The difference in battle strength between the 2 sides was too great, and the situation was directly one-sided. In just a single exchange, 6 of the 10 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan had their divine bodies crushed on the spot. Then, after a few rounds, the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan were completely crushed. At this moment, Miss Shower also directly took action. In just a short moment, she used her charm to control a total of 3 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan. This time, the Scarlet Gold clan had even less ability to resist. Run, quickly run! When the Scarlet Gold clan's Grandmaster saw the situation in front of him, he already understood that the Scarlet Gold clan had no way to resist the other party. And although the Nine-Tailed clan had sent their experts over as soon as they received the news, even if they were to use the spatial passage, it would take some time for them to resist the enemy. However, during this time, the group of principals masters in front of them was fully capable of wiping out the entire Scarlet Gold clan. Therefore, in order to better preserve the Scarlet Gold clan, the Scarlet Gold clan leader immediately gave the order to abandon the clan and flee. Upon hearing the order of the Scarlet Gold clan leader, the experts of the Scarlet Gold clan immediately gave up resisting and began to flee in defeat. However, just as they were about to flee, Jian Wuxia, who had been standing in the void nearby and had not made a move, suddenly made a move. He gently raised his hand and drew a line in the void around him. A wave of the power of space-time principles instantly swept out. Buzz, buzz, buzz! The world shook. With the help of the golden banner, Jian Wuxia completely confined the space-time around him in an instant. The space-time binding immediately applied to the experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. The power of the space-time binding was shocking. It immediately slowed down the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan and made it impossible for them to escape from the experts who were chasing them. No! Scarlet Gold's clan leader body trembled, and his eyes were filled with fear. Right under his nose, the principals masters of his Scarlet Gold clan were being chased by the experts of the Divine Moon Palace, or the Blood Martin clan, and then trapped and suppressed. Not long after, they were forcefully controlled by Shower with her enchantment, and Lord Su was already blocking in front of him. In just a short moment, 9 out of the 10 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan were controlled by Shower. The only one who was still controlled was the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Chapter 3461 All under control. It had been less than 15 minutes since the guardian array of the Scarlet Gold clan had been destroyed, and the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten race had attacked the Scarlet Gold clan. However, the Scarlet Gold clan had already calmed down. The many clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan had been appeased by the principal's masters, who had been controlled by the Scarlet Gold clan. After all, most of them did not know what had happened. With the appeasement of the elders, most of them did not think too much about it. And the entire Scarlet Gold clan had naturally been completely controlled by the Divine Moon Palace. If there was only one thing that had not been controlled, it would be the Scarlet Gold clan leader. In the void at the center of the Scarlet Gold clan, a layer of temporary array had been set up around this void. This array had blocked the vision and soul probing of the Scarlet Gold clan's clansmen. In other words, the members of the Scarlet Gold clan did not know what was happening in the void. In this void, many principals masters of the Divine Moon Palace, the Blood Marten race, and the Scarlet Gold clan were gathered there. However, at this moment, everyone's eyes were fixed on the person in the middle. It was naturally the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Scarlet Gold clan leader, at this point, aren't you going to surrender? Ershio looked at the Scarlet Gold clan leader with a mocking expression. Ershio. Scarlet Gold clan leader's eyes were bloodshot like a hungry beast. Your Blood Marten clan actually defected to the Divine Moon Palace? Defected? No, my Blood Marten clan is an ally of the Divine Moon Palace. Mr. Heavenly Sword Marquis can testify to that, Ershio said with a smile. Heavenly Sword Marquis? Clan leader Scarlet Gold immediately looked at Jian Wushuang again. His eyes were bloodshot, and a shocking hatred rose from the bottom of his heart. He had killed his son with Jian Wushuang, and today, Jian Wushuang had attacked his clan with many experts from the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten clan. Although Jian Wushuang did not fight with the experts from his clan, Jian Wushuang only used the time-space restriction and time-space restriction at any time. It completely blocked the escape route of the experts from his clan. Because of this, none of the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan could escape. Everyone was left behind, and then controlled by Miss Shower. Clan leader, I personally don't have any malice toward the Scarlet Gold clan, but unfortunately, I was born in this world and have no control over many things. Today the Scarlet Gold clan has been reduced to such a state. You can only blame yourself for being too weak, Jian Wushuang said coldly. Haha, too weak? Yes, too weak. If we were not only a top clan but also a divine clan, we wouldn't have been so easily defeated by you. How dare you kill my son? Clan leader Scarlet Gold shouted. Well, it's all over now. Clan leader Scarlet Gold, you'd better behave. Maybe you'll suffer less. Otherwise, Shower's eyes shone with a strange light. Upon seeing Shower, the Scarlet Gold clan leader revealed a terrified expression. It's you, it's you. It was you who used a method to control Elder Qili, allowing Elder Qili to act as an insider and destroy our tribe's protective array. It was also you who turned all the principals masters of our clan into palace masters. You demon! The Scarlet Gold clan leader roared crazily, and his gaze was directed at the principals masters of the clan, who originally belonged to the clan. At this moment, these principals masters were standing in the surrounding void like wooden blocks. They looked at him with a hint of mockery and ridicule. Bastards, idiots, they are all a bunch of idiots. The Scarlet Gold clan leader could not help but shout in shock and anger. Don't worry, you will soon become like them. Shower smiled, then she said, This Scarlet Gold clan leader still looks lively and vigorous. It seems that he still has a lot of godly power left. Lord Su, destroy his godly body once more, and make him lose the ability to resist. Yes. Lord Su nodded and then attacked again. With Lord Zu's power at the 6th level of the void, it was too easy for him to destroy the divine body of the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan. When the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan could not escape anymore. In just a moment, the divine body of the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan was destroyed again, and the remaining divine power was also damaged. However, Lord Su did not destroy the last bit of divine power left by the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan. He left the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan with his life. And at this moment, Shower appeared in front of the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Scarlet Gold clan leader, look at me, Shower said softly. Her voice was so beautiful that people could not help but feel intoxicated. Demon, you demon. The Scarlet Gold clan leader clearly knew Shower's methods, and knew that he could not look at Shower. However, when he heard Shower's voice, he could not help but look over. When he looked over, his eyes quickly became empty, and he was stunned. In the void beside them, Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chenhua stood there quietly, making everyone pay attention to the scene in front of them. They saw Scarlet Gold clan leader and Shower looking at each other. The former was completely stunned as if he was possessed, while Shower was mumbling something to him. Scarlet Gold clan leader nodded stiffly on the way. After a while, well, go and recover your divine power, Shower said softly. Yes, master. Scarlet Gold clan leader nodded, and then flew toward the void. This scene made Jian Wushuang's pupils shrink. Miss Shower's enchantment is really amazing. An expert at the peak of the fifth void realm became her slave in a short time. Jian Wushuang murmured. It is indeed a terrifying enchantment. Fortunately, Miss Shower's cultivation is not very high. She is only at the fourth void realm. If she reaches the fifth void realm, or even the sixth void realm, no one among the masters of rules would be able to resist her enchantment. Even I don't have absolute confidence, Demon Master Chenhua said. Fortunately, Miss Shower is my friend, not my enemy. Otherwise, I would have killed her earlier, Jian Wushuang said. After controlling all the experts of the Scarlet Gold clan, Shower flew toward Jian Wushuang. Miss Shower, congratulations. After controlling the Scarlet Gold clan, your Divine Moon Palace's overall strength has reached a new level. I'm afraid that the Divine Moon Palace won't be afraid of the Nine-Tailed clan, even without the help of me and the Blood Marten clan, Jian Wushuang said. It's nothing. Although my Divine Moon Palace can compete with the Nine-Tailed clan, I'm still far from taking control of the Nine-Tailed clan. You and the Blood Marten clan are indispensable, Shower said with a smile. Chapter 3462 shook the demon realm. Of course. After controlling the Scarlet Gold clan, and controlling all the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan, the overall strength of our Divine Moon Palace has indeed surpassed that of the Nine-Tailed clan. If we include the Blood Marten clan and you, Jian Wushuang, the strength of our camp is far beyond that of the Nine-Tailed clan. With such a huge difference in strength, we can truly declare war on the Nine-Tailed clan, Shower said. Declare war? Why? Has your Divine Moon Palace not truly declared war on the Nine-Tailed clan? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. No, Shower said. Although my Divine Moon Palace and the Nine-Tailed clan have been fighting and fighting, we have never declared war on the outside. However, I want to let the entire demon realm, and even the entire Divine Beginning realm know that my Divine Moon Palace wants to fight to the death with the Nine-Tailed clan. I also want to openly retake control of the Nine-Tailed clan. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows and did not say anything more. Soon, the Divine Moon Palace sent a message to declare war on the Nine-Tailed clan. In addition, although the Divine Moon Palace had attacked the Scarlet Gold clan with lightning speed, completely controlling the Scarlet Gold clan and all the principals masters, the news of the attack on the Scarlet Gold clan still spread. Although the Scarlet Gold clan quickly calmed down, many people immediately recalled the Howling Demon race from before. When the Divine Moon Palace attacked the Howling Demon race, they had also attacked with lightning speed. Not long after, the Howling Demon race calmed down as if nothing had happened. But after that, the Howling Demon race had completely submitted to the Divine Moon Palace. The Scarlet Gold clan's situation was clearly the same as the Howling Demon clan's. Naturally, many people guessed that the Scarlet Gold clan might have submitted to the Divine Moon Palace as well. By annexing two top races in a row, and declaring war on the Nine-Tailed Clan, the Divine Moon Palace's actions shocked all the races in the Fey domain. The entire Fey domain was also showing signs of a storm brewing. In the territory of the Nine-Tailed Clan, in the magnificent palace, many high-level experts of the Nine-Tailed race gathered together. Most of the members of the Nine-Tailed race were women, and only a small number of them were men. Even among the highest-level experts, almost all of them were women. At this moment, the high-level experts of the Nine-Tailed race all had solemn expressions. Divine Moon Palace, after such a small fight for so long, are you finally going to go all out? The third princess of the Nine-Tailed Clan, Diyu, sat near the leader's seat. As the third princess of the Nine-Tailed Clan, and with her cultivation base at the fourth realm of the void, Diyu's status in the Nine-Tailed Clan was naturally extremely lofty. Under the premise that the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan had been in closed-door cultivation, all this while, the only people in the entire Nine-Tailed Clan whose status was comparable to this Diyu were the few elders whose strength had reached the fifth realm of the void. The Divine Moon Palace is fine if they don't make a move, but now that they've made a move, they've directly taken control of the Scarlet Gold Clan. Sixth Princess Desu said coldly. Although there's no clear news from the Scarlet Gold Clan, we can be sure that the Scarlet Gold Clan is definitely like the Howling Demon Clan. Many of their experts have been controlled by the Divine Moon Palace through some unknown means. After the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Howling Demon Clan, they were already extremely powerful. They are not much weaker than our Nine-Tailed Clan. Now that they have annexed the Scarlet Gold Clan, and judging from the distress message sent by the Scarlet Gold Clan leader, there are also experts from the Blood Marten Clan who attacked the Scarlet Gold Clan. In other words, the Blood Marten Clan is very likely controlled by the Divine Moon Palace, or they are already on the side of the Divine Moon Palace, said a Five States Void Realm elder from the Nine-Tailed Clan in a low voice. If that's the case, the three top races that originally existed around our territory are already on the side of the Divine Moon Palace. In addition, it's said that the Blood Marten Clan is related to the Sword Heavenly Marquis. If the Heavenly Sword Marquis is on the same side as the Divine Moon Palace, then our Nine-Tailed race is indeed in a bad situation. Hearing this, the elders of the Nine-Tailed race fell silent. Indeed, the Nine-Tailed Clan could easily deal with the Divine Moon Palace alone. Even if the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Howling Demon Tribe, the Nine-Tailed Clan could still suppress them. However, if the Divine Moon Palace annexed the two top tribes, the Scarlet Gold Clan and the Blood Marten Clan, together with the help of Heavenly Sword Marquis, the Divine Moon Palace's strength would probably surpass the Nine-Tailed Clan's. Even if the Divine Moon Palace is powerful, our Nine-Tailed race is not weak. If they want to fight us to the death, we have to see if they have the ability to do so. Diyu sneered then she said, I'm not worried that the Divine Moon Palace will come and fight us head-on. What I'm more concerned about is the origin of the Divine Moon Palace. Also, what kind of methods did they use to control the Howling Demon Clan and the Scarlet Gold Clan? If we don't figure these things out as soon as possible, even if the Divine Moon Palace can't do anything to us now, they can still use the same method to deal with other top races. Or they can annex the weaker races in the surroundings and constantly strengthen themselves. Sooner or later, the Divine Moon Palace's strength will reach a level that even the Nine-Tailed Clan is far from being able to contend with. Third Princess is right. It is indeed the most important thing to find out the origins of the Divine Moon Palace and the means of controlling the experts of the Divine Moon Palace. However, our Nine-Tailed Clan has been investigating this matter for a long time, but we haven't found any clues. Even now, we still don't know who the palace master behind the Divine Moon Palace is. The elder of the fifth realm of the void said in a deep voice. Diyu's face darkened as she said sternly, no matter what, we have to figure this out first. Otherwise, the Nine-Tailed Clan will be too passive. Yes. The ordinary elders of the Nine-Tailed Clan nodded one after another. And at that moment, boom, the void shook, and the entire Nine-Tailed Clan shook violently. Then, in a corner of the ancestral land of the Nine-Tailed Clan, a powerful aura rose up into the sky, as if a huge dragon that had been slumbering for hundreds of millions of years had suddenly woken up. The aura was too powerful, too powerful. As soon as it rose up, the entire nine-tailed clan was in an uproar. Within the majestic palace, the elders who had been sitting upright suddenly rose to their feet when they sensed the aura. Numerous gazes turned to look at the source of the aura. Chapter 3463 Six Realms of the Void 3? This aura, its mother. Diyu was the first to call out. Mother, you're coming out of seclusion? Desu was pleasantly surprised. Clan leader. Clan leader. The elders of the nine-tailed clan, who had reached the level of principals masters, were also pleasantly surprised at this moment. The clan leader of the nine-tailed clan had been in closed-door cultivation since a long time ago. Naturally, he was in closed-door cultivation to strive for a higher level of strength. Everyone knew this. During the time when the clan leader was in closed-door cultivation, there were indeed many things in the nine-tailed clan. For example, the princess was killed by Jian Wushuang, the sudden rise of Divine Moon Palace, and the fight between the nine-tailed clan and Divine Moon Palace over the years. Although the fight was very fierce, the patriarch never came out of seclusion. She had been in seclusion and never came out even when her daughter died. But today, Mother, you are finally coming out of seclusion. Judging from your aura, I'm afraid that you are much stronger than before. Diyu said excitedly. This aura, an elder of the nine-tailed clan who had reached the peak of the 5th level of the void exclaimed. You are too strong. You are much stronger than the ordinary 6th level of the void. Without a doubt, the clan leader's strength has reached the peak of the 6th level of the void. I wonder if he has reached that peak. After the Divine Moon Palace declared war on the nine-tailed clan, the clan leader has just come out of seclusion, and his strength has improved greatly. This part-time job is to bless the nine-tailed clan. Haha, with the clan leader here, we don't need to worry about the Divine Moon Palace. The experts of the nine-tailed clan laughed, and then rushed toward the source of the aura. The entire nine-tailed clan was also in a jubilant mood. Although the Divine Moon Palace had not risen for long, its lair was very vast. It was heavily guarded, and had countless experts. Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chunhua were currently in the lair of the Divine Moon Palace. It has only been a few hundred years since its rise, but there are really many experts in the Divine Moon Palace. I can sense more than 30 principals masters in my consciousness alone, not to mention the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Marten clan. If these two top clans are added together, the Divine Moon Palace's camp would probably have more than 50 principals masters. Jian Wushuang thought to himself. 50 principals masters. If it was in an extremely short period of time, even a saint realm might not be able to gather such a number. One had to admit that the power that the Divine Moon Palace controlled was indeed terrifying. The number of principals masters that my Divine Moon Palace controls is indeed not small, but their quality isn't too high. Many of them have just reached the 2nd level of the Void Realm, and there aren't many who have reached the 3rd level of the Void Realm or above. Furthermore, there was only one super expert at the 6th level of the Void Realm, Lord Su. But now, according to what I know, there are 2 experts at the 6th level of the Void Realm in the Nine-Tailed Clan. One of them has just broken through the 6th realm of the Void, and is not as strong as Lord Su, but the other is the current patriarch of the Nine-Tailed Clan. Her strength is extremely strong among the 6 realms of the Void. Just now, I received news from the Nine-Tailed Clan that the patriarch of the Nine-Tailed Clan has come out of seclusion, Shower said. Oh, Jian Wushuang's expression changed. He also knew that the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan had been in closed-door cultivation. Even though he had killed her daughter, the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan had never come out of his closed-door cultivation. Not only has she come out of her closed-door cultivation, but her strength has also improved greatly. If I'm not mistaken, her battle strength should have reached the peak of the 6 void realms. In my Divine Moon Palace's camp, I'm afraid that only Demon Master Chunhua, who is by your side, can contend with her, Shower said. The peak of the 6 void realms? Jian Wushuang frowned. If that's the case, won't we be in trouble? Jian Wushuang had been staying with Demon Master Chenhua all this time. He was well aware of the terrifying strength of an expert at the peak of the 6 void realms. Under normal circumstances, no force or sect would dare to provoke an expert at the peak of the 6 void realms, as long as he was in charge. If an expert reached the peak of the 6 void realms, even a Saint Realm Master might not be able to kill him, let alone an expert of the same level. If he could not kill such an expert, it would be difficult for an ordinary person to resist his wanton slaughter. Yes, there is trouble, and it's not a small one. However, we have officially declared war on the Nine-Tailed clan. We have no choice but to take action. Moreover, we might be able to deal with an expert at the peak of the 6 void realms, Shower said. Do you have a way to kill her? Jian Wushuang glanced at Shower. Kill her? Of course not. But I want to regain control of the Nine-Tailed clan. All I need to do is to firmly control the clan. As for the 9 clan leaders, I can think of a way to drive them away, Shower said. Drive them away? Jian Wushuang smiled and said, if the Nine-Tailed clan leader really reaches the peak of the 6th realm, even if Demon Master Chenhua takes action personally, he might not be able to win. I'm afraid it's very difficult to drive her away. I know. That's why I've specially invited other experts over. When they join forces with Demon Master Chenhua, they'll have the confidence to drive the Nine-Tailed clan leader away, Shower said. You've invited other experts? Who are they? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. Don't worry. They've already set off. I reckon they'll be here in 3 days. When they arrive, they'll definitely meet you, Shower said with a smile. Jian Wushuang did not insist. He waited quietly in the Divine Moon Palace with Demon Master Chenhua. 2 days later, the expert Shower had specially invited had arrived. Jian Wushuang, let me introduce you. These 3 are Axe 1 Master, Marquis Duanyu, and Star Saint Master. They are all from Star Palace, Shower introduced. Hello Jian Wushuang. Axe 1 Master, who was wearing a golden robe and carrying a golden axe on his back, greeted Jian Wushuang with a smile. You are Jian Wushuang? I've long heard of your name, but this is the first time I've actually met you. Marquis Duanyu, who was gentle and refined, also smiled faintly. As for Star Saint Master, he was rather cold. He only glanced at Jian Wushuang coldly and did not say anything. However, the 3 people in front of him made Jian Wushuang a little confused. These 3 people are all experts at the peak of the 6 void realms. How is this possible? There are only so many experts of the 6 realms of the void in the divine beginning realm. How come there are 3 of them all of a sudden? Moreover, I've never heard of these 3 people before. Chapter 3464 Star Palace. Jian Wushuang could be considered as a peak expert in the divine beginning realm. He was already at the top level, and his knowledge was not comparable to what he had seen before. In particular, through the temporal temple, he had a great understanding of the experts in the divine beginning realm. He had a great degree of understanding of them. Although he had never met or interacted with many of the top experts in the divine beginning realm, he had at least heard of and knew of them. But now, he actually did not know of any of the 3 experts at the peak of the 6 void realms. This was a little too incredible. Star Palace. Jian Wushuang repeated the name. These 3 experts of the 6 void realms all came from Star Palace. It must be known that in the divine beginning realm, even in a saint realm, it was not possible to produce 3 experts of the 6 void realms at once. But Jian Wushuang had never heard of Star Palace before. But this time, it was 3 experts of the 6 void realms. Jian Wushuang, isn't it strange? Where did these 3 experts of the 6 void realms come from? Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang. Yes, it's very strange. And what exactly is this Star Palace? Jian Wushuang asked. I don't know much about the origin of Star Palace, but I know that it has been a terrifying force lurking in the dark for a very long time. Even so, no more than 10 people in the divine beginning realm know of its existence. Even I learned of its existence by chance, Shower said. Jian Wushuang was a little stunned. It was the first time he knew that such a terrifying force was hiding in the divine beginning realm. In the vast divine beginning realm, only less than 10 people knew about the existence of Star Palace. It must be very well hidden. Oh, I know one more thing. It's the leader of Star Palace, the Palace Master of Star Palace. I've met him before. He told me that his name is Xian God Taoist. Shower said. Xian God Taoist? Jian Wushuang was shocked, but he soon understood. I see. Xian God Taoist was left behind by Master, or the Seven Stars mysterious sect. He had extraordinary means. After the Seven Stars mysterious sect was destroyed, and the entire Seven Stars divine realm was sealed by his master, he was still active in the divine beginning realm. After such a long time, it's not a problem for Xian God Taoist to secretly accumulate strength and gather a powerful force. Jian Wushuang understood. Taoist Xian God. That was the mysterious person he had met when he was born. Although he had only met Taoist Xian God once, he had already understood many things. First of all, Taoist Xian God was on the same side as his master Xian Yi. If he was not mistaken, Taoist Xian God was very likely a member of the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect. The Temporal Temple Master had told him before that at its peak, the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect had a total of 3 ruler-level experts. However, all he knew was his master, Xian Yi Xian Yan, the Palace Master of Divine Punishment, who was also sealed in the Seven-Star Mysterious Realm, was also in a deep sleep, but he did not know about the other one. The other one should be the sect master of the Seven-Star Mysterious Sect, and Jian Wushuang guessed that this Seven-Star Sect master might be the Xian God Taoist. Taking a deep breath, Jian Wushuang looked at the 3 people in front of him again. Heavenly Sword Marquis, nice to meet you. Haha, Heavenly Sword Marquis, you're too kind. Although it's your first time meeting us, I'm afraid we'll have to interact with each other in the future. Marquis Duanyu, who was the most amiable of the 3, said with a smile. Oh, Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Marquis Duanyu exchanged a glance with Axe 1 Master and Star Saint Master. Then he said, to tell you the truth, my friends, the 3 of us are here under the orders of the Palace Master to help you and Miss Shower regain control of the Nine-Tailed Clan. The Palace Master also told us that after Miss Shower takes control of the Nine-Tailed Clan, the 3 of us will not be in a hurry to return to the Star Palace. Instead, we will continue to stay here. During this time, Heavenly Marquis, if you have any trouble, the 3 of us will do our best to help you. All-out help. Jian Wushuang's eyes suddenly lit up. Of course, he needed the help of these 3 people to kill the Blood Clan leader. He was worried that he could not kill the Blood Clan leader, but now he had 3 powerful helpers for no reason? Although the 3 people in front of him had not really fought, they were experts of the 6 Void Realms, so their strength was not too weak. If they waited for Divine Moon Palace to regain control of the Nine-Tailed Clan, their overall strength would greatly increase. By then Demon Master Chenhua, Lord Su, Axe 1 Master, Marquis Duanyu, and Star Saint Master would have gathered the strength of 5 experts of the 6th Realm of the Void. They might have a chance to kill the clan leader of the Blood Clan. The 3 of you, we can talk about the matter between you and Jian Wushuang later. But now, you have to help the Divine Moon Palace to control the Nine-Tailed Clan, Shower said. Of course. Now that we are here, we will do our best, Marquis Duanyu said with a smile. That's good. The overall strength of the Divine Moon Palace is far above that of the Nine-Tailed Clan. If we attack the Nine-Tailed Clan, there are 2 troublesome things. The first is the current patriarch of the Nine-Tailed Clan. Shower said in a low voice. According to the news from the Nine-Tailed Clan, the patriarch has come out of seclusion, and his strength has improved greatly. He has reached the peak of the 6 Void Realms. His strength can pose a great threat to us. However, my Divine Moon Palace's camp already has 2 Void 6th stage experts, Demon Master Chenhua and Lord Su, especially Demon Master Chenhua. His strength is definitely not inferior to that Nine-Tailed Clan leader, and it might even be even stronger. If we have 3 more people helping us, even if we can't kill that Nine-Tailed Clan leader, we can still crush her and make her flee in a sorry state. So, the second thing that's more troublesome now is the Nine-Tailed Clan's clan protection formation. Shower's expression became solemn. I'm originally from the Nine-Tailed Clan, so I'm very familiar with the clan protection formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan. That formation is extremely powerful, and it's far from what the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Martin clan's clan protection formation can compare to. If we want to directly destroy the formation, unless a Saint Realm Master or a ruler-level expert personally makes a move, even if 2 or 3 experts who have reached the pinnacle of the 6 realms of the void join hands, they might not be able to defeat it. Chapter 3465 Marquis Duanyu. The clan-protecting formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan is so powerful? Jian Wushuang could not help being surprised. In his opinion, the clan-protecting formation of the Blood Martin clan was already very powerful. However, it was clear that the clan-protecting formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan was much more powerful than that of the Blood Martin clan. The clan-protecting array of the Nine-Tailed race is a complete set of array that the ancestors of the Nine-Tailed race obtained by chance while adventuring in the universe battlefield. The power of this array is indeed extraordinary. Unfortunately, in the history of the Nine-Tailed race, there has never been a ruler-level great being born. Otherwise, if a ruler-level great being had personally activated this array and set it up, then even a ruler-level great being would not have been able to shake this array in the slightest, Shower said. It's normal. After all, it's a divine clan, so it has some foundation. Without some powerful means, the Nine-Tailed Clan couldn't have survived until now, Axe One Master said calmly. Miss Shower, can you deal with the formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan from the inside, like you did with the Scarlet Gold clan? Jian Wushuang asked. No. Shower shook her head. The method used to break the formation of the Scarlet Gold clan can't be used on the formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan. The formation is a complete formation, which is like a treasure. It has a formation spirit, and its foundation core, and even the whole formation are controlled by the formation spirit. Even the patriarch of the Nine-Tailed Clan is not qualified to control the formation, so he can't break it from the inside. In addition, even if I have to control some of the top experts of the Nine-Tailed Clan, I have been trying to infiltrate them over the years. However, the souls of the clansmen of the Nine-Tailed Clan are extremely powerful. The stronger they are, the harder it is to control them. Besides, the Nine-Tailed Clan is not like those top clans. They won't give me an opportunity so easily. Therefore, although I have controlled a few people in the Nine-Tailed Clan, including the Rule Master, there are no important figures. If that's the case, we'll be in trouble, Jian Wushuang said with a frown. It won't be a problem. The clan-protecting formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan is strong, but it's not impossible to break it, Axe One Master suddenly said with a smile. Oh. Jian Wushuang and Shower immediately looked at Axe One Master. Axe One Master, do you have a solution? Shower asked. Miss Shower, Heavenly Sword Marquis, you may not know this, but among the 3 of us, Star Saint Master and I are good at fighting and defending. We face our enemies head-on. Both of us are not weak in the 6 Void Realms, but Marquis Duanyu, although he is also in the 6 Void Realms, his real combat strength is probably not much stronger than a peak of the 5 Void Realms, Axe One Master said with a smile. Jian Wushuang and Shower could not help glancing at the gentle Marquis Duanyu. To tell you the truth, I am not good at fighting head-on. What I am good at is the Tao of formation, Marquis Duanyu said. Good at formation? Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Marquis Duanyu, you mean you can break the clan-protecting formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan? Marquis Duanyu just smiled and said nothing. It's not that simple. Shower frowned and said, as far as I know, there was an expert who reached the peak of the formation Tao in the Divine Beginning Realm. He stayed outside the clan-protecting formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan for 100 years, but he couldn't find any clues, let alone break it. Marquis Duanyu, you may be good at formations, but to break the clan-protecting formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan, I'm afraid. Haha, looks like Miss Shower doesn't really believe me. Marquis Duanyu smiled, but he wasn't angry at all. Instead, he continued to smile. Miss Shower, I know that the Nine-Tailed Clan's protective array is a complete 5 elements array. It contains the fusion power of the 5 great laws of metal, wood, water, fire and earth, forming a perfect formless array that can be used to attack or defend. It's extremely terrifying. Haha. The person who created this formation must have surpassed an ordinary ruler. Of course, it's not easy to break such a formation. Those so-called formation masters in the divine beginning realm. Haha. To put it bluntly, they haven't really roamed the universe battlefield or understood the formation in the universe. These people can't even be considered as the threshold of the formation. But I'm different. I don't know much about the arrays in the divine beginning realm, but I've studied those arrays in the universe battlefield. There are many complete arrays in the universe. Not only these 5 elements arrays, but there are also some special arrays that are higher in level than the 5 elements arrays. I've studied them, and even tried to crack them. It's not a difficult task. Although Marquis Duanyu was still gentle and refined, his words were filled with absolute confidence and even pride. Jian Wushuang and Shower could not help looking at him with surprise. At this moment, Axe One Master said, "Don't worry. I can guarantee that no one in the divine beginning realm can compare to Marquis Duanyu in terms of formations, especially those that are passed down in the universe battlefield. If there is only one person in the divine beginning realm who can break your 5 elemental formation, Marquis Duanyu is the only one. Moreover, in order to ensure that there will be no accidents, Palace Master asked us to wait for a special supreme treasure." "What supreme treasure?" Xiao asked. "The realm-breaking talisman is a supreme treasure passed down in the universe. All formations below the level of an earth saint cannot hide from it. As for the 5 elemental formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan, it can only reach the level of an earth saint when it is at its strongest. As for now, it is not even an earth saint level. With Marquis Duanyu's understanding of the Tao of formation and the realm-breaking talisman, it should be easy for him to break the 5 elemental formation of the Nine-Tailed Clan," Axe One Master said with a smile. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang and Shower's eyes lit up. "In that case, I'll rely on you in the magic formation," Shower said. "My purpose is to break the formation. As for the battle between you and the Nine-Tailed Clan, I don't intend to interfere," Marquis Duanyu said with a smile. "That's not a problem," Shower said with a smile. "Well, since we can solve the 2 most troublesome problems, we can discuss when we are ready to fight," Jian Wushuang said. "We have declared war on the Nine-Tailed Clan, so we must fight to the death with them." The Nine-Tailed Clan naturally knows this. "We are all ready, but I'm afraid the Nine-Tailed Clan is not ready yet. Let's take advantage of the fact that they are not fully prepared," Shower said seriously. Chapter 3466. The army arrived immediately? If that's the case, then I'll ask Miss Shower to gather the experts as soon as possible, Marquis Duanyu said. "The experts of our Divine Moon Palace have long been prepared. Now, we're only waiting for the experts of the Howling Demon Clan, the Scarlet Gold Clan, and the Blood Marten Clan to arrive," Shower said. Very soon, the Howling Demon Clan, the Scarlet Gold Clan, and the Blood Marten Clan, which had been completely controlled by Shower, as well as the Blood Marten Clan, which had formed an alliance with the Divine Moon Palace, arrived. Of the 3 top clans, the Howling Demon Clan and the Scarlet Gold Clan were both extremely powerful. This time, upon receiving Shower's orders, they sent out more than 10 principals masters from the 2 top clans. The Blood Marten Clan was slightly weaker, but they had also sent out 6 principals masters. However, the Divine Moon Palace's own power was even more terrifying. All the principals masters in the Divine Moon Palace, including nearly 20 of them, had also come out in full force. In the vast void, numerous experts could be seen floating in the air. At a glance, there were nearly 50 of them, and all of them were principals masters, not to mention Jian Wushuang. The strength of nearly 50 principals masters was too strong. Although the Nine-Tailed Clan is a celestial race, there are only about 30 principals masters in total. They are far inferior to our camp. As for the top experts, we have 5 experts of the 6 void realms, including Demon Master Chenhua, Lord Su, Axe One Master, Marquis Duanyu, and Star Saint Master. We are also far stronger than them. We will definitely win this battle. Shower's eyes lit up. Let's go. With Shower's order, Many experts from the Divine Moon Palace's camp headed straight for the Nine-Tailed Clan. The atmosphere in the Nine-Tailed Clan was very tense. Mother, we have already sent out invitations to all the solitary experts and forces who have benefited from our Nine-Tailed Clan. Some experts have agreed to rush over. Now 5 principals masters have arrived in the tribe. The rest will arrive soon. Du stood respectfully in the hall. At the very top of the great hall, there was a luxurious woman dressed in a fiery red robe. This woman looked much more beautiful than Du, only slightly more mature. She sat there quietly, her fingers tapping on the armchair. Her gaze was lazy as she scanned the area below her. Everyone who was caught by her gaze, including the 2 experts of the 5th level of the void, could not help but lower their heads. This gorgeous woman in a fiery red robe was the current clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan, Da. What else? An indifferent voice came out from the gorgeous woman's mouth. Although the Nine-Tailed Clan was already in an extremely tense atmosphere, due to the Divine Moon Palace's direct declaration of war, as the clan leader, Da appeared very languid and calm. There's also the Dark Clan. Among the 4 great divine clans, our Nine-Tailed Clan has the best relationship with the Dark Clan. Many years ago, the clan encountered some unforeseen circumstances, and our Nine-Tailed Clan once lent a helping hand. Therefore, our Nine-Tailed Clan has sought the help of the Dark Clan this time. The clan leader of the Dark Clan has also promised to lend a helping hand to our Nine-Tailed Clan. Moreover, we are already starting to worry about the experts. It won't be long before many experts of the Dark Clan arrive, said Du. Upon hearing this, the elders of the Nine-Tailed Clan heaved a sigh of relief. The Dark Clan was one of the 4 great divine clans. In terms of strength, they were slightly stronger than the Nine-Tailed Clan. If the Dark Clan was willing to lend a hand, it would naturally be of great help to the Nine-Tailed Clan. If the Dark Clan were to lend a hand, the Divine Moon Palace alone would not be able to do anything to the Nine-Tailed Clan. Back then, the Nine-Tailed Clan did help the Dark Clan. Now that the Dark Clan has helped the Nine-Tailed Clan, we have to return the favor. If we use this favor now, we won't be able to do it again in the future, Da said calmly. That's right. However, the threat of the Divine Moon Palace is too great. We can only use this favor for now, Du said. In addition to the Dark Clan, I have also negotiated with the experts of the 3 Saint Realms. Oh, Du's expression finally changed. He looked down and asked, what did the 3 Saint Realms say? It's very strange. Logically speaking, the Heavenly Sword Marquis is standing with the Divine Moon Palace this time. Given the enmity between the 3 Saint Domains and the Heavenly Sword Marquis, since the Heavenly Sword Marquis has already intervened, the 3 Saint Realms should also intervene. Even if they can't do anything to the Heavenly Sword Marquis, they shouldn't let the Heavenly Sword Marquis succeed. I negotiated with the experts of the 3 Saint Realms. I thought they would agree to help, but in the end, Du frowned. They didn't agree? Asked Da. Yes, not only did they not agree, but they also said that the fight between the forces and clans in the Demon Realm had nothing to do with the 3 Holy Realms. They didn't mention anything about Heavenly Sword Marquis, said Du. It's normal. The real purpose of the 3 Holy Realms is to kill Heavenly Sword Marquis. They have already attacked once before, and the 3 Masters of the Saint Realm have all appeared at the same time, but they still failed to kill him. Under such circumstances, they won't attack again so soon. At least, they won't easily deal with Heavenly Sword Marquis before they have absolute confidence. But once they are ready to attack, the time for Heavenly Sword Marquis to die will come, said Da with a smile. Mother, are you saying that the 3 great Saint Realms are preparing a great killing weapon to kill Heavenly Sword Marquis? But they have even personally attacked the 3 great Saint Realm Masters. Do they have any more powerful methods? Du frowned. Don't underestimate the 3 great Saint Realms. Don't forget that the will of the Heavenly Tao stands behind the 3 great Saint Realms. Their methods are not what you can imagine. Da smiled. Forget it. Even if the 3 Saint Realms aren't willing to take action, as long as the Dark Clan is willing to lend a helping hand, and the experts invited by our Nine-Tailed Clan to help, there's no need to fear the Divine Moon Palace. Mother is right. Yu nodded respectfully, but right at this moment. Oh. The yes expression suddenly changed. Many principals masters of the nine-tailed clan in the hall were also shocked. What's wrong? Daeng looked down. Mother, the experts of the Divine Moon Palace have arrived. Yu said seriously. Oh, so soon? Daeng could not help but look surprised, but then he smiled. Yes, the people of the Divine Moon Palace are very smart. They know that our nine-tailed clan is not fully prepared. The experts invited, and the reinforcements of the Dark Clan haven't arrived yet. So they want to take the opportunity to attack our nine-tailed clan directly. You think well, but the truth is not that easy. Yu sneered. Let's go out and take a look together. Daeng waved his hand, but he had already disappeared into the hall. Chapter 3467 Attracting Attention in the Void outside the ancestral land of the Nine-Tailed Clan. Numerous figures were gathered there. Each of these figures was emitting a magnificent and tyrannical aura. Any one of these auras had already reached the level of a principal's master. Nearly 50 principal's masters were gathered together, and the pressure formed made the members of the Nine-Tailed Clan, who had already seen the scene here, unable to breathe. So many principals masters, this Divine Moon Palace is really powerful. Daeng had already arrived at the void at the edge of the clan land. He could not help but sigh when he saw the scene outside the clan land. It seems that the outside world has produced many talented people during the years I've been in seclusion. A heavenly sword marquis and a mere immortal saint had turned the divine beginning realm upside down. And now, there's someone who has condensed such a powerful force in such a short period of time. Mother, the reason why the Divine Moon Palace could rise so quickly is that they used some unknown method to directly control the Howling Demon Clan and the Scarlet Gold Clan. The method used by the Divine Moon Palace is similar to soul control or enchantment. However, we don't know what exactly it is, said Yu. If they really rely on soul control or enchantment, it's really amazing. The Nine-Tailed Clan is also good at soul control and enchantment. I wonder if the person behind the Divine Moon Palace has something to do with the Nine-Tailed Clan. Daeng narrowed his eyes. At this moment, among the crowd outside, Axe 1 Master, Duan Yu Marquis, and Star Saint Master had already appeared at the front. Even though the three of them had concealed their auras, Daeng was a peak expert of the 6 states of the void, so he naturally sensed the existence of these 3 people at the first moment. What's going on? Didn't they say that there is only one expert of the 6 states of the void in the Divine Moon Palace? And there are only 2 experts of the 6 states of the void, who have been following Heavenly Sword Marquis all this time? But why are there a total of 5 experts of the 6 states of the void in front of us now? The Ying's expression had become solemn. 5 void 6th realm experts? The principals masters of the surrounding Nine-Tailed Clan were shocked when they heard this. Impossible. There are only so many void 6th realm experts in the Divine Beginning realm. How could there be 3 void 6th realm experts in the Divine Moon Palace? Yu said. Enses are ro why? Do you think my senses are wrong? Daeng glanced at Yu. Yu's body trembled, but her eyes were still filled with disbelief. 5 experts of the 6th level of the void. How can there be so many? He was not the only one. Even the principal's master of the Nine-Tailed Clan was panicking. After all, the Nine-Tailed Clan only had 2 experts of the 6th level of the void. Purely in terms of lineup, this Divine Moon Palace has nearly 20 more principals masters than our Nine-Tailed Clan. Even the top experts of the 6th level of the void are 3 more than us. In terms of overall combat strength, our Nine-Tailed Clan and the Divine Moon Palace are no longer in direct proportion. Now that the Divine Moon Palace is attacking head-on, they naturally have a high chance of winning. Our Nine-Tailed Clan is not suited to face them head-on, Daeng said. The surrounding elders nodded one after another. They could see that the gap between the 2 sides was too big. It would be foolish to fight them head-on. Let's wait. Although it's a little sullen, what we Nine-Tailed Clan need to do now is to guard the ancestral land. We can't go out. With the 5-element formation left by the ancestor, Divine Moon Palace can't attack. We can only wait here quietly for the reinforcements of the Dark World Clan. When the experts of the Dark World clan arrive, we will be qualified to fight the Divine Moon Palace head-on, De Ying said. The experts of the Nine-Tailed clan naturally obeyed De Ying's orders. At this moment, Jian Wushuang, Shower, and the others were standing together in the void. It seems that the Nine-Tailed clan doesn't intend to fight. Jian Wushuang smiled. It's normal. There are no more than 30 principals masters in the Nine-Tailed clan. Besides, the auras of Axe 1 Master, Marquis Duanyu, and Star Saint Master can't be hidden from the clan leader. They know that there's a big gap between them and us. So of course, they choose to avoid fighting. Shower smiled. But this is also within our expectations. Duanyu Marquis, I'll leave the Nine-Tailed clan's clan protection array to you. Shower glanced at Duanyu Marquis. It's not difficult to break the array, but I'm worried that during the process of breaking the array, the experts of the Nine-Tailed clan will appear and disturb me. Duanyu Marquis said, That's simple. You can rest assured and go break the array. I'll think of a way to divert the attention of the Nine-Tailed clan for you, so that no one will disturb you. Shower said, Haha, then I will go. Duanyu Marquis laughed, and immediately headed toward the ancestral land of the Nine-Tailed clan. Miss Shower, what method do you have to divert the attention of the Nine-Tailed clan? Do you want us to attack them head-on? Axe 1 Master asked. I have my own methods. Just watch. Shower smiled, and immediately rushed forward. In the blink of an eye, she had arrived in front of the Nine-Tailed clan's ancestral land. She was only a few hundred meters away from the entrance of the Nine-Tailed clan. The current Grandmaster of the Nine-Tailed clan, come out and have a chat. Shower's voice was calm, but it spread throughout the entire void. Naturally, it also spread to the Nine-Tailed clan. Who are you? Do you deserve to have a chat with my Grandmaster? A deep voice immediately sounded from within the Nine-Tailed clan. This voice belonged to some of the 5 Void Realm elders of the Nine-Tailed clan. My name is Shower. I'm afraid that this name will be unfamiliar to your Nine-Tailed clan. However, my current identity is the Divine Moon Palace's Palace Master. Shower said with a faint smile. What? Exclamations immediately sounded from within the Nine-Tailed clan. They could see Shower's appearance through the 5 elements array formation. The latter looked like a little girl. But this little girl was actually the mysterious Palace Master of the Divine Moon Palace, who possessed heaven-reaching means? The founder of the Divine Moon Palace? What kind of joke is this? The Palace Master of the Divine Moon Palace was able to establish the Divine Moon Palace on his own. And in just a few hundred years, he led the Divine Moon Palace to such an extent. He could even compete with my Nine-Tailed clan. How can such a method be compared to an ordinary person? Although the mysterious Palace Master of the Divine Moon Palace has never appeared before, according to my Nine-Tailed clan's guess, the Palace Master of the Divine Moon Palace should be at least a 6th level Void Realm expert. But you are only at the 4th level of the Void Realm, and your aura isn't too dense. Clearly, you have just broken through not long ago, and you dare to pretend? The 5-level Void Realm Elder of the Nine-Tailed clan shouted. Haha, I didn't expect that in the eyes of your Nine-Tailed clan, I have such great ability. Shower smiled, but then he said seriously, I am indeed the Palace Master of the Divine Moon Palace. It's easy to face him head-on. Lord Su, come here. Chapter 3468 The Bloodline of the Emperor Phoenix. After hearing the order, Su Zhu immediately came to Shower's side respectfully. Kneel. Shower said softly. Su Zhu did not hesitate at all, and directly knelt down in front of the countless experts present. This scene caused the experts of the Nine-Tailed clan to be extremely shocked. A powerful expert at the 6th level of the Void actually kneeled before her in public. That person is Su Zhu. I've heard of him. It's said that he's a solitary expert with a proud personality. With his strength and personality, even if he's facing a Saint Realm Master or a Ruler Realm expert, he definitely wouldn't be like this. After all, a powerful expert at the 6th level of the Void wouldn't completely disregard his dignity. Just what kind of method did that woman use to actually make an expert of the 6 states of the Void be willing to become a slave? The principals masters of the Nine-Tailed clan were all discussing amongst themselves. How is it? Now do I have the qualifications to talk to your nine-tailed clan's grandmaster? Shower said with a faint smile. Within the nine-tailed clan, everyone's gazes turned toward Daing. Daing waved her sleeve. Although her body did not move, in the void outside the ancestral land of the nine-tailed clan, a strand of her consciousness had condensed and formed. Divine Moon Palace Master. Ying's voice was calm. You are the current grandmaster of the nine-tailed clan? Your name should be Daing, right? And your mother, the previous grandmaster of the nine-tailed clan, is Dagu. Xiao asked. So what if I am? Ying's expression was cold. It's nothing. I just think it's a little funny. I didn't expect that the most inconspicuous and ordinary-looking little fellow, Dagu, would become the clan leader in the end. Yu's taste isn't that good. Shower sneered. But after hearing Shower's words, Ying's gaze immediately turned cold. Who are you? How dare you call my mother a little fellow? Ying's heart was already filled with anger. Dagu was her mother, the previous clan leader of the nine-tailed clan. As for Yu, that was her grandmother, the previous clan leader of the nine-tailed clan. Many years ago, Yu passed the position of clan leader of the nine-tailed clan to her mother, Dagu. Subsequently, her mother, Dagu, passed the position of clan leader to her. Although there were only 2 generations between them, in reality, as a member of a celestial race, each generation of the nine-tailed clan had an extremely long time to pass on the inheritance. A clan leader usually had an extremely long period of time in office. 100 to 200 million years could only be considered short. It was usually 400 to 500 million years. For example, from the time she took over the position of clan leader until now, it had already been more than 200 million years. However, this Divine Moon Palace Master who appeared out of nowhere actually mentioned her mother, and even her grandmother the moment she opened her mouth. Moreover, she even called her mother a little fellow? Daing, you don't have to be angry. I call that Dagu a little fellow, so I naturally have the qualifications. Because if we were to really talk about seniority, Dagu would have to call me aunt. Even Yu would have to call me aunt. Shower said with a smile. What? Everyone in the nine-tailed clan was shocked. Even Daing was shocked. What, you don't believe me? Shower smiled. Daing, listen carefully. Shower is only my name in this life. However, countless years ago, my real name was Deji. As the clan leader, have you ever heard of this name? Shower said seriously. Deji. Ying's pupils constricted at first. Then, as if he had thought of something, his body trembled and his expression changed drastically. Deji? You are the Deji who fought with grandmother for the position of clan leader back then? As soon as he said that, Daing immediately shook his head. Impossible, Deji. That person is someone from who knows how many years ago. He is even older than grandmother. Moreover, this Deji had already been executed for betraying my nine-tailed clan back then. How could she still be alive? Even if she really survived, with this Deji's talent, she should have at least reached the 6th level of the void. How could she have just stepped into the 4th level of the void like you? Ying's cold voice reverberated in the world. She absolutely did not believe that the person in front of her was the same Deji from back then. It was not just her. Everyone in the nine-tailed clan also did not believe it. Deji, although it had been a long time since she was born, she was once a prominent figure in the nine-tailed clan. She was even a strong competitor for the nine-tailed clan leader position. Her talent and reputation were shocking. Even now, many people in the nine-tailed clan knew of her existence. Because they knew, they did not believe that Shower was dodgy. However, Shower smiled in the face of the doubts of the nine-tailed clan members. I know you don't believe me, but I naturally have a way to prove it. First, it's this. Shower moved and a pure bloodline power rose from her body. This bloodline power originated from the nine-tailed clan's bloodline. Moreover, the purity of the bloodline immediately caused the many members of the nine-tailed clan to palpitate the moment it rose. When they saw the bloodline aura that rose from Shower's body, most of the tribe members could not help but feel a desire to submit in their hearts. This bloodline aura. Ying's expression also changed drastically. Under the guidance of the bloodline aura, a blurry shadow that was so huge that it covered the entire void rose from behind Shower. This blurry shadow was silver-white in color. Only its head had a faint golden edge. Its huge body was extremely luxurious and beautiful. There were 9 silver-white tails behind it. These 9 tails were slightly raised. It made this figure look extremely beautiful. This is the body of the Emperor Phoenix. No one knew who was the first person in the Nine-Tailed clan to cry out in shock. And the next person to unite the Nine-Tailed clan was completely shaken. This is indeed the body of the Emperor Phoenix. The bloodline of the Emperor Phoenix. This is the supreme bloodline of our Nine-Tailed clan. Oh my God, Emperor Phoenix bloodline. Did our Nine-Tailed clan give birth to the Emperor Phoenix bloodline again? The Nine-Tailed clan was completely boiling. Emperor Phoenix bloodline. That was the supreme bloodline of the Nine-Tailed clan. Since the birth of the Nine-Tailed clan, the number of people who had the Emperor Phoenix bloodline that had been born over countless years were few and far between. This represented the highest nobility of the Nine-Tailed clan, the purest bloodline. Under normal circumstances, the Emperor Phoenix bloodline was the orthodox bloodline of the Nine-Tailed clan. One could become the leader of the Nine-Tailed clan, which was also the clan leader. After all, the Emperor Phoenix bloodline was not born in every era. In this era, De Ying, as the clan leader, did not have the Emperor Phoenix bloodline, including her mother. De Gu, however, as her grandmother, De Yu, was the one who possessed the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. As the orthodox bloodline, the chances of her descendants awakening the Emperor Phoenix bloodline in the future were extremely high. That was why De Ying was qualified to become the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan. Chapter 3469 was even more qualified in this generation. No one from the Nine-Tailed clan had awakened the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. But now, this Divine Moon Palace master before them actually possessed the supreme Emperor Phoenix bloodline of their Nine-Tailed clan. Furthermore, this Divine Moon Palace had directly led many experts to attack the Nine-Tailed clan. This shocked the Nine-Tailed clan to an unprecedented level. Emperor Phoenix bloodline. So what if you have Emperor Phoenix bloodline? It's not like our Nine-Tailed clan doesn't have Emperor Phoenix bloodline in history. Who knows what method you used to obtain my Emperor Phoenix bloodline? Who knows? It might be our Nine-Tailed clan's enemy, who secretly used a special method to possess our Nine-Tailed clan members? Dang shouted sternly. Many members of the Nine-Tailed clan were startled awake after hearing these words. That's right. Just the Emperor Phoenix bloodline alone could not prove anything. Furthermore, it could not prove Shower's identity. Hee. Just the Emperor Phoenix bloodline alone cannot prove it. What about this move? Shower smiled strangely. The moment she revealed her smile, in the eyes of the enormous nine-tail void behind her, 2 light purple rays suddenly flashed. These 2 light purple rays were extremely dazzling. They were like 2 purple stars that instantly attracted the attention of everyone present. At the instant everyone saw these light purple rays, obscure energy swept over. Within the Nine-Tailed clan, countless members of the tribe raised their heads and looked at the eyes of the nine-tailed void figure that were emitting light purple rays. Their gazes gradually became misty, becoming dull, and forgetting themselves. Even many principals masters of the Nine-Tailed clan revealed the same expression. They were all attracted by the gaze of the Nine-Tailed Phantom. And those who were also attracted by the gaze of the Nine-Tailed Phantom, but did not immerse themselves in it, were only the extremely powerful principals masters of the Nine-Tailed clan. However, although these principals masters were not attracted by that gaze, the shock in their hearts was even greater at this moment. Could this be 9-life succubus heavenly technique? Yes, it's the supreme secret technique of our Nine-Tailed clan, 9-life succubus heavenly technique. The supreme divine ability of the succubus heavenly technique, the supreme treasure of our Nine-Tailed clan. Ever since our Nine-Tailed clan obtained this secret technique, no one has been able to truly master this secret technique. But now, what she is using is definitely the 9-life succubus heavenly technique. And just by looking at it, even the principal's masters cannot help but be affected. This clearly shows that she has completely mastered the 9-life succubus heavenly technique. Could this Divine Moon Palace master really be that Deji from back then? Numerous gazes were fixed on Shower. The principal's masters, who were initially filled with doubts about Shower's identity, had now begun to waver in their hearts. Da-ing, and everyone from the Nine-Tailed clan, you should be able to believe it now, right? Shower stood in front of the Nine-Tailed Phantom with an indifferent expression. Her voice was like a bewitching charm as it reverberated through the world. Back then, the Nine-Tailed clan actually gave birth to two owners of the Emperor Phoenix bloodline at the same time. One of them was me, and the other was your grandmother, Du. Originally, your grandmother, Du, was far inferior to me in terms of strength, talent, seniority, and seniority. I was publicly acknowledged as the first successor of the Nine-Tailed clan back then. However, it was a pity that Du's mother, who was also the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan at that time, she was selfish. In order for Du to smoothly become the new clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan, she tried every means to make things difficult for me in the clan back then. However, I dodged all of them one by one. But later, the 4 divine races and the 8 directions celestial sect joined forces with the 3 holy regions to attack the 7 stars mysterious sect. Because I was already engaged to Shursen Di, the leader of the 7 stars mysterious sect, she schemed to say that I had betrayed the Nine-Tailed clan and secretly executed me. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to comprehend the 9 lives charming heaven spell before I died. I entered the path of reincarnation and began my reincarnation. After that, I experienced 9 reincarnations and 9 experiential journeys. I finally mastered the 9 lives charming heaven spell and began my journey of revenge. Unfortunately, the 9 reincarnations took too long. In this life, that she had already gone to the cosmic battlefield. Her descendants, Du and Dagu, had also left one after another, leaving the position of clan leader to Yu Da-ing. And today, I came here to take back what originally belonged to me. I want to retake control of the Nine-Tailed clan. Anyone who dares to disobey me in the Nine-Tailed clan will be killed without mercy. Da-ing, if you are sensible, you can give up your position as the clan leader now and bring your daughters out of the divine beginning realm to the universe battlefield. I can consider the fact that we are from the same race, so I won't bother with your grudges in the past. But if you are stubborn, I will attack the Nine-Tailed clan directly. At that time, not only will the Nine-Tailed clan suffer, even you and your daughters won't be able to live. Shower's voice carried a somber killing intent as it reverberated throughout the world. The Nine-Tailed clan members who heard this immediately went into an uproar. One had to know that they had previously thought that the Divine Moon Palace was the enemy of the Nine-Tailed clan, and that there was no way to resolve it with their Nine-Tailed clan. Both sides had to fight to the death, and since that was the case, they were prepared to fight to the death. But now, they knew that the Divine Moon Palace was not the enemy of the Nine-Tailed clan. Instead, the Divine Moon Palace Master was a member of the Nine-Tailed clan. It was only because the Nine-Tailed clan had mistreated her previously that she was here to seek justice, to take back control of the Nine-Tailed clan. This immediately made many Nine-Tailed clan members waver. After all, to most clan members, no matter who became the Nine-Tailed clan's tribe leader, it did not matter much. And what Shower wanted was the Nine-Tailed clan's clan leader position, and she did indeed have the qualifications to do so, possessing the Emperor Phoenix bloodline, and even mastering the 9 lives succubus heaven technique that no one in the Nine-Tailed clan had ever mastered. The only flaw might be that her current strength was slightly weaker, but for her to be able to, she had created a Divine Moon Palace that was so terrifying that even her overall strength surpassed that of the Nine-Tailed clan. One could only imagine how formidable her methods were. All in all, Shower was more qualified than Da-ing to become the Nine-Tailed clan leader. Since Shower was more qualified to become the Nine-Tailed clan leader, it was not justified for her to become the Nine-Tailed clan leader. Moreover, if Shower became the clan leader, not only would she be able to avoid a life-and-death battle, but she would also be able to become the Nine-Tailed clan leader. Moreover, Shower would definitely merge the Divine Moon Palace into the Nine-Tailed clan. In this way, the Nine-Tailed clan's overall strength would also receive an unprecedented increase. This would be of great benefit to the Nine-Tailed clan. After understanding this point, many members of the Nine-Tailed clan were gradually leaning toward Shower's side. Chapter 3470 Suppression. The Nine-Tailed clan was in an uproar. Countless members of the Nine-Tailed clan were discussing Shower's Emperor Phoenix bloodline and the Nine-Life Heavenly Charms technique. And just as many people began to lean toward Shower, a principal's master suddenly knelt down. Elder Dalan of the Nine-Tailed clan welcomes the return of Grandmaster Deji to retake control of the Nine-Tailed clan. The principal's master's voice was so loud that it directly drowned out the voices of everyone present. It did not only reverberate throughout the entire Nine-Tailed clan, it also reverberated throughout the entire world. For a moment, countless members of the Nine-Tailed clan focused their gazes on this principal's master. Dalan, are you crazy? We haven't even confirmed whether this person is really the original Deji. How can you say such a thing? Diyu was the first to rebuke. However, the principal's master's Dalan said in a deep voice, I'm not crazy. I'm just being realistic. Grandmaster Deji was a figure from the era of Grandmaster Diyu. Not only does she have the bloodline of the Emperor Phoenix, but she has also cultivated the Nine Lives Charming Heaven technique that no one in our Nine-Tailed clan has ever mastered. No one in our Nine-Tailed clan can compare with her in these two aspects. The Nine-Tailed clan has always valued bloodlines above all else. Grandmaster Deji is naturally more qualified than De-ing to be the Grandmaster of the Nine-Tailed clan. Promise me, if I were you, for the sake of the Nine-Tailed clan, I would take the initiative to offer the position of Grandmaster and hand the Nine-Tailed clan over to Grandmaster Deji. Not only would I be able to avoid a great war, but I would also be able to increase the strength of the Nine-Tailed clan to an unprecedented level. This is truly for the good of the Nine-Tailed clan. Shut up. Diyu was furious. As for De-ing, his face turned gloomy. Diyu, everything I said is for the good of the Nine-Tailed clan. Even if you kill me, I will say it out loud and make De-ing hand over the position of tribe leader, so that Grandmaster Deji can take control of the Nine-Tailed clan again. This is the best choice for the Nine-Tailed clan. Dalan added. After he finished speaking, he was supported by many clansmen around him. Yes, in the clan motto, above bloodline, De-ing does not possess the bloodline of Emperor Phoenix, so she cannot be compared to Grandmaster Deji. Furthermore, Grandmaster Deji has mastered the Nine Lives Succubus Heaven technique. She is more qualified than anyone else to be the new clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan. I also support Grandmaster Deji. Grandmaster De-ing, for the sake of our Nine-Tailed clan, please hand over the position of Grandmaster. More and more clansmen began to speak. Among them, there was no lack of principals masters. For a moment, many people agreed with them. Crazy, you're all crazy. Dalan, do you know what you're doing? Shut up, all of you, shut up. In the Nine-Tailed clan, there were also many experts who were not swayed and still followed De-ing. At this moment, they all stood out. This was equivalent to two voices coming from within the Nine-Tailed clan. One was to ask De-ing to hand over the position of clan leader, so that Shower could control the Nine-Tailed clan. The other was naturally following De-ing as usual. The two voices appeared within the Nine-Tailed clan at the same time, causing the Nine-Tailed clan to fall into complete chaos. In the void outside the Nine-Tailed clan, many experts from the Divine Moon Palace's camp were still standing there, their gazes looking forward. Although they could not see what was happening in the Nine-Tailed clan's ancestral land because of the protective array, they could hear the chaotic voices coming from inside the Nine-Tailed clan. Obviously, the Nine-Tailed clan was now in a complete mess. It was a complete mess. Seeing this scene, Jian Wuxuang could not help exclaiming in admiration. Miss Shower's methods are really impressive. She revealed her identity at the gate of the Nine-Tailed clan's ancestral land, causing chaos in the Nine-Tailed clan. If I'm not wrong, the first person who said she would support her to regain control of the Nine-Tailed clan, Dalan, should be the expert she secretly controlled. Shower had previously said that she controlled some people in the Nine-Tailed clan, but the status of the people she controlled was not too high. As in now, this Dalan was only a void second-level principal's master. But it was this kind of person who had played a huge role at the crucial moment, causing the Nine-Tailed clan to be in complete chaos. This Miss Shower's methods are indeed brilliant, but this world still relies on strength to speak. And in the Nine-Tailed clan, in terms of pure strength, the clan leader, De-ing, is naturally the strongest. It's impossible for this Miss Shower to disintegrate the Nine-Tailed clan just like that, and make that De-ing obediently hand over the position of clan leader. If nothing goes wrong, it won't be long before the voice of support for Shower in the Nine-Tailed clan will be suppressed, said Demon Master Chenhua. That's for sure. However, when De-ing suppressed Delan and the others and completely suppressed the voice, Duanyu Marquis was not affected at all. When the Nine-Tailed clan has calmed down, the magic array will have been broken. Miss Shower's goal has been achieved. Jian Wushuang smiled. He knew very well that Shower's original intention was not to make De-ing hand over the position of clan leader, nor was it to disintegrate the Nine-Tailed clan from the inside. Her real purpose was to attract the attention of the Nine-Tailed clan, and buy time for Marquis Duanyu to break the array, so that the Nine-Tailed clan would not notice and disturb Marquis Duanyu. From the looks of it now, Shower had indeed completely attracted the attention of the Nine-Tailed clan. As time passed, the voice of support for Shower from the Nine-Tailed clan was gradually suppressed. But at this moment, Marquis Duanyu had already returned to Shower's side. How is it? Shower glanced at Marquis Duanyu. I have underestimated this 5 elements array. Although I have understood this array before, it is still quite difficult to truly crack it. Fortunately, with the assistance of the realm-breaking talisman, I was able to crack this 5 elements array. Right now, I have already infiltrated most of the 5 elements array, but the Nine-Tailed clan and the array spirit did not sense it at all. Next, as long as Miss Shower gives the order, I will be able to instantly crack this array. Duanyu Marquis said confidently. That's great. Thank you, Duanyu Marquis. Shower was obviously excited. It's nothing. Duanyu Marquis smiled. Shower nodded and took a step forward. Her cold voice echoed in the air. De-ing, have you thought about whether you want to hand over the position of clan leader or me? Haha, Divine Moon Palace Master, your methods of bewitching people are indeed impressive. However, to think that you can control my Nine-Tailed clan with such a trivial trick is a little too whimsical. If you really have the ability, just do it. No matter what tricks your Divine Moon Palace has, my Nine-Tailed clan will take it. De Ying's laughter echoed through the world. Chapter 3471 Destroying the Dead. At this moment, the Nine-Tailed clan had completely calmed down. De-ing had also used her lightning-fast methods to control the Nine-Tailed clan into an iron plate. She was not afraid of Shower's bewitchment at all. De-ing, this is your own choice. In that case, you can't blame me, Shower said coldly. There's no point in talking nonsense. If you have the ability, just bring your men and attack directly, De-ing said. Hee De-ing, it seems that you're very confident in the Nine-Tailed clan's protective array. That's right. After all, it's a 5-element array obtained from the universe battlefield. Under normal circumstances, unless a Sage Realm Master or a ruler-level powerhouse comes personally, it's impossible to break it. Unfortunately, there are exceptions to everything. Today, I want you to see how this protective array was broken. Shower smiled coldly. Marquis Duanyu, let's do it. Marquis Duanyu had already made full preparations. After Shower's signal, he smiled faintly and waved his hand, causing a green token to fly toward the array in front of him. This green token was the realm-breaking token. Realm-breaking token? De-ing saw this green token in the array and recognized it at a glance. However, she still smiled lightly. So what if there is a realm-breaking token? Do you think that just because someone said so, this array can be? Before De-ing could finish her words, she suddenly stopped. That was because she had already noticed that after the realm-breaking talisman entered the formation, the originally indestructible clan-protecting formation began to tremble crazily at this moment. The entire formation was trembling violently, as if it was on the verge of collapse. At the same time, as the Nine-Tailed clan's clan leader, Deng also received a message from the formation spirit at the first moment. This message told her that someone had used a great method to infiltrate the inner part of the formation and had already broken most of it. Now that the realm-breaking talisman had been used, the formation could not withstand it and was about to collapse. How is this possible? This is the strongest formation of our nine-tailed clan. How could it be broken by someone? De Ying's expression changed drastically. She did not believe that the strongest formation of the nine-tailed clan could be broken by someone. But the truth was in her eyes. Rumble. A violent rumble suddenly came from the array formation. Following that, the 5 elements array formation that covered the entire nine-tailed clan began to collapse. The 5 elements, gold, wood, water, fire, and earth, scattered crazily. In the blink of an eye, the 5 elements array formation that the nine-tailed clan was proud of completely collapsed. And the nine-tailed clan was completely exposed in front of the many experts of the Divine Moon Palace camp. Da'ing, don't you just want to trap and guard this array formation and wait for the experts of the dark world to arrive? Do you think I don't know? Shower sneered. But unfortunately, this array formation has already been broken. You won't be able to wait for the experts of the dark world to arrive either. Those who belong to the Divine Moon Palace charge in. Those who dare to resist will be killed without mercy. Shower's voice was solemn. Previously, no matter if it was to deal with the Howling Demon clan or the Scarlet Gold clan, Shower had given orders to keep the experts of the other party as long as possible, so as to facilitate her control and strengthen her own side. But now, facing the nine-tailed clan, Shower displayed an unprecedented killing intent. It was clear that she did not want to rely on her charm to control the experts and clansmen of the nine-tailed clan. Instead, she wanted to completely wipe out the entire nine-tailed clan through a bloody massacre. Then, she would take control of it and make the nine-tailed clan truly submit to her. The nature of these two were completely different. Hearing Shower's order, the numerous principals masters of the Divine Moon Palace camp instantly moved. Hong, 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 Hong. One after another, incomparably powerful auras soared into the sky. Nearly 50 principals masters either transformed into a sea of fire, shrouded in boundless darkness, or were like blades or sharp blades, directly charging into the nine-tailed clan. A terrifying aura that was like a raging wave completely enveloped and suppressed the nine-tailed clan. The nine-tailed clan was in a complete uproar. The expressions of the nine-tailed clan members changed drastically when they saw the principal's masters swarming over like wasps. They knew very well that the nine-tailed clan could not compare to the Divine Moon Palace in terms of overall strength. The only thing they could rely on was the nine-tailed clan's clan protection array. However, they did not expect the clan protection array to be broken by the Divine Moon Palace. Without the protection of the array, the experts of the Divine Moon Palace directly charged over. How could they resist? Quick, stop them. No matter what price we have to pay, we must stop them. Low cries rang out one after another, even though they knew that there was a huge difference in the battle strength between the upper echelons of the two sides. The masters of rules of the nine-tailed clan still tried their best to meet them, wanting to stop the experts of the Divine Moon Palace. However, the principal's masters who chose to meet them were only a part of them. There was still a part of them. Previously, they were only forced by De Ying's suppression and then placed their hopes on the clan protection array. But now that the clan protection array was broken, this part of the experts immediately understood the situation in front of them. Hence, they gave up on resisting and did not attack. The people of the Divine Moon Palace also listened to Shower's orders. As long as they did not resist, they would not attack them. As a result, there was no way to resist the power of Divine Moon Palace in front of the experts of Divine Moon Palace. It was completely one-sided. It's as easy as crushing a dead branch. Jian Wushuang was still standing in the void outside the nine-tailed clan. He looked calmly at everything in front of him. He also understood that since the protection formation of the nine-tailed clan had been forced, moreover, when two different voices emerged in the chaos of the nine-tailed clan, he knew that there was almost no suspense in this battle. If there was only one suspense, it would be Daing. After all, Daing is an expert at the peak of the 6 realms of the void. It's not easy to deal with him. Chenhua Gao, if you don't help, no one in the Divine Moon Palace camp will be able to stop him, Jian Wushuang said. He had already seen Daing fight with Axe 1 Master and Star Saint Master. Although they were fighting 1 against 2, Daing still had the upper hand. There was nothing he could do. Although Axe 1 Master and Star Saint Master were both at the 6 void realms, they were still far from the peak of the 6 void realms. If they joined hands, they could barely fight against Daing. What about you? Will you fight in this battle? Demon Master Chenhua glanced at Jian Wushuang slowly. Of course, there are a few acquaintances of mine in the Nine-Tailed clan. I have to greet them properly. Although Jian Wushuang was smiling, his smile was as cold as a blade. His eyes were already looking at the 2 people in the battlefield ahead. These 2 people were Diyu and Desu. Chapter 3472 Diyu and the Nine-Tailed Clan. The 2 people who had dealt with Jian Wushuang were Diyu and Desu. When he was outside the Blood Wave realm, Jian Wushuang was already on the verge of death when he was surrounded and killed by the inescapable net of the 3 Saint realms. However, at this critical moment, Diyu and Desu had rushed to the battlefield with a group of principals masters of the Nine-Tailed clan. For him, it was like adding insult to injury. Fortunately, he was lucky enough to survive that battle. However, he would not forget the people who had attacked him. Although Diyu and Desu had wanted to avenge the Nine-Tailed clan's saintess, he would not let them off since they were already in front of him. The battle within the Nine-Tailed clan was at its climax. Many experts from the Divine Moon Palace were trying their best to eliminate the resistance of the Nine-Tailed clan. Meanwhile, Demon Master Chenhua had already stopped Daing. With the help of Axe 1 Master and Star Saint Master, they had also suppressed Daing. At this moment, Jian Wushuang made his move. He ignored the principals masters of the Nine-Tailed clan and went straight to the center of the battlefield, appearing in front of Diyu. Diyu, do you still remember me? Jian Wushuang said indifferently. It's you. Seeing Jian Wushuang, Diyu's eyes immediately turned scarlet. Heavenly Sword Marquis, how dare you appear in front of me? Why not? Jian Wushuang smiled. Now your Nine-Tailed clan is in great danger. Your mother, including you, is still in danger. Why do you still want to avenge the 9 Palace Saintess? Humph, you killed my 6th sister. This is irreconcilable. Diyu shouted in a low voice. Well, I'll give you a chance now. Let's fight to the death here. Jian Wushuang's voice was indifferent. He glanced at the 3 principals masters from the Divine Moon Palace camp. Leave Diyu to me. You don't have to interfere. Mr. Heavenly Sword Marquis, do you want a fair fight with her? Mr. Heavenly Sword Marquis, she's not weak. She's relatively strong among the 4 void realms. You have to be careful if you fight with her. Yes, the 3 of us have been attacking her for so long, but we still can't do anything to her. It shows her strength. The principals masters of Divine Moon Palace said one after another. Don't worry. I know what to do, Jian Wushuang said. Seeing this, the 3 principals masters did not say anything more. They immediately retreated to the side to deal with the experts of the other Nine-Tailed clan. Diyu, no one will be in our way now. Make your move, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Heavenly Sword Marquis, since you want to die, you can't blame me. Diyu's eyes were cold, emitting a cold light. No need to talk nonsense. Bring out all your strength. Otherwise, you won't have a chance. Jian Wushuang's voice was indifferent, and the way he looked at Diyu was also extremely cold. Diyu's aura was slightly heavy, but suddenly, a fierce light flashed in her eyes. Swish! A stream of light flashed, and Diyu's figure disappeared in front of Jian Wushuang. You're quite fast. Jian Wushuang smiled faintly. His soul perception could easily capture Diyu's position. Heavenly Sword Marquis die. A cold voice came from the void beside Jian Wushuang. Jian Wushuang turned around and saw that the void had been shattered, and Diyu emerged from it. At the same time, she was holding a long cyan spear in her hand. The long spear suddenly pierced through the void with a strange piercing force, and rushed toward Jian Wushuang's head. Jian Wushuang was still standing there. When he saw the cyan long spear in front of him, He immediately sensed the strong power contained in the long sword. The piercing power of this spear was especially astonishing. Most importantly, at the moment the long spear came at him, a strange cyan light lit up in Diye's eyes. The cyan light shot toward Jian Wushuang like a demonic charm, and directly entered his body. Jian Wushuang's body shook slightly, but he immediately returned to normal. Enchantment. Jian Wushuang sneered in his heart. Having lived 2 lives and experienced so many trials and tribulations, his heart had long been like a blade. Now, even if Shower used the 9-life heaven charm on him, it would be difficult for it to really affect him. Compared to Shower, Diye's enchantment was far inferior. It could not affect Jian Wushuang at all. After easily withstanding the charm attack, Jian Wushuang unsheathed his Blood Mountain sword. Buzz! A surge of shocking sword essence suddenly rose up. With a murderous intent, it shot into the sky. In the next moment, Jian Wushuang struck out with his sword. Wushuang Sword Manual Shi Xiang. Whoosh! The huge blood-red sword light slashed out. Jian Wushuang had already activated his life divine power, and even used his heaven-cleaving skill. The power of the sword reached its peak in an instant. Bang! The huge blood-red sword light smashed into the green spear with terrifying power. The green spear shook, and the terrifying impact made Diyu unable to hold the spear. The cyan spear was also sent flying. However, the power of the blood-red sword beam did not decrease as it continued to slash at Diye's divine body. Although Diyu was a ruler of the laws of the 4th level of the Void, and a member of the 9-tailed clan, and her protective abilities were not ordinary, under the power of the blood-red sword beam, her divine body actually collapsed, and a large amount of divine power was annihilated on the spot. By the time her divine body recovered, her aura had weakened by nearly 40%. How is this possible? How can he destroy my divine body and destroy nearly 40% of my divine power with a single strike? Even an ordinary expert of the 5 void realms can't do this. Diyu was terrified. She did not know that Jian Wushuang's life divine power and heaven-cleaving skill, combined with his 3 parts of will, were indeed more powerful than ordinary experts of the 5 void realms. For example, in the Divine Ancestor Taoist sect, the Xian master of the Nether Ancestor lineage was an expert of the Void 5 realms. He was considered an extremely powerful existence among the Void 5 realms. But when it came to power, as long as Jian Wushuang used the heaven-cleaving skill, he would be no match for him. In other words, once Jian Wushuang used the heaven-cleaving skill at full strength, his power could barely reach the peak of the Void 5 realms. An expert at the peak of the 5 void realms could not bear the power alone. It was normal for her to lose 40% of her divine power with one sword attack. If she were to fight against an expert at the bottom of the 4 void realms, with one sword attack, she could at least destroy half of her divine power and kill her opponent with another sword attack. As for the ordinary 2nd or 3rd void realm experts, Jian Wushuang could kill them with one move. Chapter 3473 Space-Time Illusion Kill. Diyu, is this your strongest strength? Jian Wushuang held his sword with one hand and looked at Diyu coldly. Diyu widened her eyes and was speechless. An immortal saint destroyed her divine body and destroyed nearly 40% of her divine power with one sword? She could not accept this result. Your strength is too weak. It seems that you won't have a chance to avenge your 6th sister. Let me send you to reunite with your 6th sister. As Jian Wushuang spoke, a faint sword essence rose from his body. At the same time, a large amount of the power of space-time principles began to gather. Jian Wushuang stood in the middle of the battlefield, but at this moment, his heart was unprecedentedly calm. It was as if all the sounds and people around him had disappeared, leaving him alone, and the sword in his hand. Suddenly Jian Wushuang moved. He took a step forward, and the Blood Mountain sword in his hand fell down. As if he had teleported, he appeared behind Diyu, and no one saw how he passed through the void. Diyu was also completely stunned. She could clearly sense that her life force was running out, and more than 60% of her remaining divine power had been destroyed. How can it be so fast? Diyu murmured. You should be glad that it didn't take me long to comprehend this sword move. You should be proud that you were able to die under it. Jian Wushuang smiled and slowly sheathed the Blood Mountain sword. Diyu could not say a word. Her voice was completely cut off. But the strange thing was that although she was dead, her divine body was still intact. There was only a small sword scar on her neck. However, this sword mark destroyed all her divine power in an instant and killed her on the spot. The sword mark was caused by the sword skill that Jian Wushuang had just displayed. It was called the Instant of Life and Death. The Instant of Life and Death was a sword skill that Jian Wushuang had created in the Peerless Sword Manual. This sword skill was so fast that it could kill the opponent in an instant before the opponent had time to react. It could decide the opponent's life and death in an instant. This move was already very terrifying. However, with this move alone, even with Jian Wushuang's current strength, it was still impossible to destroy more than 60% of Diyu's divine power in an instant without any reaction space. It was impossible. The reason why Jian Wushuang could do this now was because he had perfectly combined the move of the Instant of Life and Death with the Space-Time Illusion Kill. The Space-Time Illusion Kill was the fourth move of the Space-Time Divine Skill. Its nature was almost the same as the Life and Death Instant. And it was also a divine ability that could kill an opponent at a terrifying speed in an instant. In the Temporal Temple, during the 300 years that Jian Wushuang had cultivated with the Temple Master, the Temple Master had instructed him to try to integrate the Space-Time Illusion Kill into the Life and Death Instant. At that time, Jian Wushuang had also tried to do the same, but the process was very complicated and extremely difficult, so Jian Wushuang could only study it slowly. Over the years, he had been studying this unique move. Finally, during the days in the Divine Moon Palace, he had finally combined the Space-Time Illusion Kill with the moment of life and death. Now when he fought with Diyu, it was the first time he had truly used this move. He had instantly killed Diyu, who still had more than 60% of his divine power left. The moment of life and death is one of the killing moves in the unparalleled sword scripture that I created. The Space-Time Illusion Kill is also an extremely terrifying killing move in the Space-Time Divine Skill. With the combination of the two, Jian Wushuang's eyes were shining. The Space-Time Divine Skill was a supreme divine skill, created by the Temporal Temple Master. This divine skill was mainly used in some auxiliary means. It was a relatively different way of using space-time. For example, the heaven-designated skill was used to freeze space-time. The space-time annihilation was a large-scale annihilation method. The third move, space-time teleportation, was a life-saving divine skill. Each move was actually a special auxiliary means, but the fourth move was a real killing move, so it was naturally extraordinary. Unfortunately, although I have combined the space-time illusion kill with life and death, I am not very familiar with the combination process, and have yet to reach the true power. With my current strength, perhaps the experts of the Void Fourth Realm won't have time to react, and their divine bodies will be cut by my sword. But if they are experts of the Void Fifth Realm, they might have a chance to react. Even if they can't keep up with my speed, they can still try their best to protect themselves, Jian Wushuang muttered. He was able to kill Diyu, who still had more than 60% of her divine power, mainly because she was not very strong. If he encountered an expert of the 5 Void Realms, it would not be easy for him to kill her with this move. But no matter what, Diyu was already dead. Then Jian Wushuang went to look for Desu. Desu, your sister is dead. You should go with her. Jian Wushuang smiled, but there was a huge amount of killing intent condensed on his body. Desu was much weaker than Diyu, so there was no room for her to struggle in front of Jian Wushuang. In just a moment, Desu was also killed by Jian Wushuang. After killing Diyu and Desu, Jian Wushuang left the battlefield and did not fight again. The war among the Nine-Tailed Clan was coming to an end. Most of the experts of the Nine-Tailed Clan either surrendered or gave up fighting. As long as a few of them were stubborn, under the siege of the many experts from the Divine Moon Palace camp, they were directly killed. Even though their strength had reached the level of Principal's Masters, it was very difficult to kill them. However, this was only in a one-on-one situation. However, if they were to face the siege of several experts and seal off space and time, there was no way out. These principal's masters were naturally easy to kill. It could be said that the Nine-Tailed clan was now completely under Shower's control. However, Shower still had the biggest problem that she had yet to solve. This problem was naturally that Daing, who had already reached the peak of the 6 states of the void, was also from the Nine-Tailed clan. Even though he had not awakened the Emperor Phoenix bloodline, his bloodline level was only second to the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. His innate advantage and talent were extremely great. In a one-on-one fight, even the Demon Master Chinhua could not gain the slightest advantage against her. Even though the Demon Master Chinhua had the help of Axe 1 Master and Star Saint Master, she could only slightly suppress Daing. However, Daying's combat strength was still extremely abundant. Even though the entire Nine-Tailed clan was now under Shower's control, she did not. She was still fighting with her life on the line. You're tuning in to the Li Mei's Wuxia Whispers YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.